almost always some resistance pressure. Sometimes it sells off for the day. Sometimes it just sells off for a minute and then breaks really nasty. Yeah, you guys post whatever on Twitter, Kyle. Whatever y'all want to do. What is the yellow line? Margin buffer limit pivot. So what yellow line actually is a longer term resistance pivot. We got 6 minutes, so I don't have a lot of time to go through it, but let me just give you a little. So what they are is, if you can look at my chart really quick, can you see that when you get to these yellow lines, there's sometimes a really nasty resistance, and sometimes a big sell-off. The yellow line itself is always resistance. It has, see there's wicks against it. It has to do with, it's all market maker stuff. And so when you trade up to it, you're always cautious to long through it. There's almost always some resistance pressure. Sometimes it sells off for the day. Sometimes it just sells off for a minute and then breaks through it. But every single time what we use these yellow lines are when you're bumping into them, you trade small. So because we are bumping into one, right now I am trading small. As there is some kind of resistance there. You see how it's not necessarily just bumping through it? That's why when I'm jumping into a trade, I'm not going in with like 3 or 4 contracts. I'm getting in small with the anticipation that it can resist. There's a lot that happens there, but if you want the long story short, say that there's a moment where everybody longs the market on some fantastic news and there's 0 sellers and the market just goes straight up. And it's all market makers that have to short to every single long trader. Long traders are buying and buying and buying, and dealers are shorting. The yellow line is the distance at which from the start of the move, the dealer has lost 99% of the marginal value of that contract. If your margin requirement is $10,000 for an example, you lost $9,900 in loss. So that a dealer put $10,000 to short, and that account has that value of that trade is now just $100. They've lost most of it. At that exact level, there's magic wall of resistance volume pushing the other way. You know, we believe it's, you know, dealers put up hedged trades to create a barrier exactly there so they don't go negative on a trade. Negative equity. That's the dealer blow up spot right here. Dealers will blow up right here. So they don't necessarily blow up, but that one trade has blown up. So it's like the blow up point minus 1%. So there's always resistance there. So when you get to it, I'm always hesitant to long into it, which is why when I do long into it, it's very tiny. That makes sense. They're not automated now. It's a whole manual process. But when you want those levels, just get them from me here. So like S&P has one right here. We have 3 minutes till market opens. Guys, hit that like button. We're ready to go. Ready to go in a minute here. 78.97 is the next one. We get that high. I don't know if we get there today, but right. It would be rare for a dead cat bounce day to have a follow through day that somehow collapses without news. We have no news. It's a light market day today. So the low of the sesh is the low. So I'm going to be building heavy ass positions at the bottom of the low here today. Usually these follow through days are pretty much the same. And if you just lose the low, just get out of the way because it will crash. So the best part about this kind of day is exactly what I said. The low is pretty well defined. And so I'm just going to ape into heavy ass trades at this 150 level and trade it back to highs. So if I can get 150, that's literally hundreds of points. I'll make 50K today. If we dip to the bottom, I might be upside down about maybe 5 to 10 trading through here. But if we make it all the way back to there, I'll be up 50. So it'll be a pretty sizable day. These are usually predictable days. If for whatever reason we break the low and keep falling and break through it, then I just close out. We'll see. Intel's a little bit of opening dumpy dump. Nvidia is a little opening risey rise. So everything's looking pretty solid.
Café tá pronto.
Somebody says, please display time. I like to know how much lag. What the hell are you talking about? The time of the chart? Look, why don't you just put your candle? The lag is like 4 seconds, bro. Like, look, you can see the time right here at the top. Like, have you ever seen a trading platform before? The time is here. Actually, oh, here, let me make it bigger. Here's your time. Retail sales today. That's the one. That's the one thing we've got going on. You know, it's funny that whenever the market opens, I swear, Tradeavate's web platform is kind of trash a little bit sometimes in the morning. It freezes and it literally locks my browser up. Pretty bad. So, like, it freezes my browser. Like, literally the moment the market opens, the browser locks up. And then all of my platforms get real slow. Okay, so we do have a BLD right now. So BLD is resistance pressure, just like we had the other day. It's not bad resistance pressure, which is good. So any gap fill, positive res, I'm just going to long at the gap fill, which is great. S&P has a liquidity pocket here, which is good. I can buy one more contract here on the S&P, kind of let it chill. Like, what's going on here? Hold on, y'all. I gotta reset. My shit's all frozen up. What's going on? You guys can still see me though, right? I can't see chat. What is going on? All right, hang inside on this. Hold on, guys. I gotta refresh my browsers here, which means I gotta cut everything off for a second. It's crazy that happens the moment the market opens. Everything is slow into a crawl.
Seu plano era bom, era quase perfeito.
Hey, give me a second. I gotta restart everything. Hold on. Tradeavate's web platform is using like 90% of my RAM, and I have 96 gigs. What the hell is going on there? It's like a massive memory leak or something. What on earth? Okay, we're back. Here we go. Here's my library. Okay. There we go. We're back. All right. Sorry, guys, I had to log in and everything. And that happens. Okay, what's going on here? That's to be holding the fort right there. Nasdaq is going to fill the gap. Positive resilience, which is good. This is a place to grab a few more Nasdaq on the gap fill. There's that yellow line rejection that we saw. So we are below MHP. There is that resistance pressure down here to hedge. That gap fill is probably a nice place to play a little bit more. So let me go. All right. S&P, I just bought at the open. I bought one more down here at the pocket. I'll buy a third one if we get the MHP down here in a second. Let's go through and see what's going on with the major stocks, and let's check monthly maps first. All right. So far, monthly maps, nice and clean and bullish. You can see bull side getting better, bear side getting weaker. This is good. You want to see the light gray and dark gray both slipping down. Fantastic. Let's check NASDAQ really quick while we're waiting to see if this market bounces out here. NASDAQ does look really good through here. Yeah, it's clean. Okay, let's go through and check out some stocks. It's looking pretty. A lot of flow to the downside. Let's see if there's any kind of supports anywhere else. Let's load that up. Okay, guys, hits. You just had to restart Ninja, freezing on high volume. Yeah, it does, right? And then it actually freezes and then crashes all of my browsers. I got all this stuff open to run the stream. So Nvidia gap down does have support here, which means support here. Apple did have MHP resistance. Nah, that kind of sucks. Meta, like I said, I'm playing the entire range. So Meta, little resistance there. Microsoft, liquidity pocket. Not so some things don't look bad. They just look not so great. So Micron has MHP break. So SanDisk half gap break to the downside. Yeah, your ARBs went way negative here. So that's where the flush is coming from. It's not the strongest opening setup, but your resiliences are fine, which means when I do hit that low, like I said last night, this is the place to want to be long from this pocket. The liquidity pocket here. Okay. Okay. So we get something good here. Then I bought 26, so I'm at the half gap. I could have probably better setup there, but here, and then here is the last one. Like one more candle I get on this one. Resiliences are going like up and down a little bit, so just wait and see what happens. Usually on these BSD, as long as you reclaim the blue line here, we should be good for highs. Guys, do me a favor and hit that like button. You know, we have a liquidity pocket. We haven't had one in a while. It's been a hot minute since we've seen one in S&P. All of the stuff is flagging as support, which is good. So as long as we bounce somewhere in here, we should be fine. The rarest case would be that we break MHP and then we just nosedive today, which is fine. The R&R on this one is pretty good. Like we break out towards highs from here, little breakout. I would say that maybe with the S&P, maybe 10 or 15 points would be the highest I think we would go. But I think that maybe if I get back up to even 35 would be fine. From here, 1.5 to 1 is perfect. NASDAQ can run a little bit higher, so we'll see how that turns out. Like I said, usually these like dead cat bounce days that have this sort of like Asia supports, Europe supports, usually the low is the low. So worst case scenario, we fall through here, and then I get a really heavy trade even back up to there would be perfect. All right. Alrighty then. Blue line is usually resistance in a BSD setup. Is usually resistance. There's no red arrow there, but it's usually resistance. But the fact that resilience is positive is pretty good. Now with ARB being negative, I don't like the negative ARB. That's not the best sign in the world. So it means there's a lot of flushing outside of tech. There's like a big just sort of heat map is all over the place. So heat map is very well distributed today. Lots of line resistance I tell you guys about. Usually that yellow line is a little bit of resistance. This trade is an S&P. I have another trade in NASDAQ. So on NASDAQ, I longed at the open. I added some more here on the challenge account. I have 6 total. So I had instead of doing here and here, what I did was I got the 2, then I got 4 more. So I got 6 now from here. Lots of fight going on at this half gap. We have retail sales. I think that already came out this morning, did it? Or no, in a little bit. Let's see. Michigan numbers. That's right. That's what's coming out. 20 minutes, Michigan numbers. And that's going to be a huge priority. Retail sales already came out. Yeah, that's right. Pre-market. So that was a little bit lower than expected. Michigan numbers are gonna essentially be they're gonna move the market a lot today, by the way. Don't sleep on that. We had CPI coming down, PPI coming down, so it implies that inflation's coming down. Does Michigan 1 year and 5 year inflation expectations?
Order field.
Especially the 1
Order
year.
field.
The Fed Watch showed a less probable chance of
O
getting
fio é FILL, papai.
All my browsers are just like frozen.
Order field que você escreveu aí é de campo, tipo de campo de futebol. Field, sabe? Quando é order field, FILL. Suave na nave ou não?
Michigan numbers are projecting the 1
Dormiu
year
bem?
expectation, and it has been in a downward trend as the months have gone by since about April of last year when the tariffs bumped it up. It was coming down and tariffs bumped it up, and now it's normalizing a little bit. The Michigan 1 year numbers come down even further. This market's going to flip shit and rally because we moved really quick on
E a Zé Caixa? Tá pagando não?
And PPI. We've been rallying pretty hard for this. TPT giveaway is it done or last? So TPT giveaway will be in about 30 to 45 minutes. Where's the founder of TPT?
Aí, garoto. Tá sabendo mais que eu. Esqueci do ED.
We do lunchtime interviews.
Order field.
Yeah, baby. Let's rally it. Now, my S&P is not moving as quick, but the Nasdaqs are running. Run it, baby. Run it, baby. Keep going. Cross my finger here.
Order field.
Build a gap, positive res, things are good. I don't like that negative ARB though, it's kind of bad. But I think trading up today
Fill the gap
would be a sizable, good position there. Run eats. Run eats. Where do you get the Trading View extension, Lorenzo? You have to buy it from Rocket Place. Go to our website, buy the Pro Plus, and then there is a My Indicators section on your dashboard, and then you can download the Ninja version, you can download the Trading View version, or you can download it, our own version here.
Seu plano
Today,
era
James
bom.
Sixth, CEO of Take Profit. Take Profit here today. My TPT, my profit target is MHP. Excuse me.
Cusão.
So I bought 2. I bought 4 more. Now I have a total of 6. Rallying up. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Now I'm going to close 4. Close. This is off screen, by the way. Now I'm at my original 2. Let me just take the screenshot of where I am now on that. That account has made $3,000 on that trade. The S&P is yet to move just yet. Now I'm in my original 2. This technique I call is rolling. Is I buy 2, I buy 4 more. When I get back to here, I'm in my original 2. So now I've locked in 2 as a runner. Pretty solid trick. I also have made $1,000 on one of my TPT live accounts, and the other one is breaking flat. So my TPT live accounts only traded 2 of them. I bought 1 contract in one of them. I bought 1 contract in another one of them. It went to here. I closed out the one that I bought there, and the original one I bought is still open and running. This is a positional tactic called rolling. I kind of created this method. The idea is if I want 2 contracts here, and I want 4 there, and then I want the other. I was going to do 3 and 3, or 2 and 3 and 5. I said 2 and 4. When it was holding there, I was like, let's just do 4. And then I was going to do 4 more at the bottom. But if I pretend that I have a 3-fold approach, let's say I want it to long here, and here, and here. And I chose to do 1 and 3 and 6. So I buy 1, I buy 3 more, I buy 6 more for a total of 10. If I chose to have a risk of 1 right here, then that's what that risk is there, is 1. Okay. So when I add to it and I return to this area, if I believe that was worth 1 contract and I'm passing through it with 4, why have more risk when my original assessment was 1 is enough? So anytime I scoop up a larger position, I always trim out the scoop, but I dig in with at exactly the same target. So, I mean, exactly the same position size. So say that I buy 1, buy 3 more, buy 6. Then I've got 10 right here. As soon as it gets to here, I close out those. I close out 6. And when it gets there, I close out 3. Good stuff. Does this make sense? The idea is if I wanted 1 there and wanted 3 there, more for a total of 4, then when I get back to there, I better be at 4. So I'm forcing myself to take small losses by trimming my position through here. It's always a smart play. Now this one, I didn't do any trimming. I should have trimmed out 1 to hold the runner, but I didn't do anything yet. Michigan numbers coming out pretty soon. Like I said, this is just a day that's gonna play all over the place. So now, see, I have my runner of 2. I'm not holding 6 for a big rally. I bought 2, bought 4, closed out 4. Now I got 2. Now if it falls all the way back down, I'm still green for the day, which is kind of neat. This one, I was too busy talking, but I should have trimmed out 1 at the resistance, but we'll see.
Começamos bem.
So the idea is forcing yourself to take small losses on your original position, but what it does is it gets your cost basis lower. And now I've got a cost basis of 2 contracts at 30,190. I've got a cost basis of 2, and those 2 can hold for the rest of the day. So bought 2, bought 4 more, closed out 4 right there, and I got 2 to run. The cost basis of that. It's beautiful. My cost basis is right there. So if you do DCA the right way, you have the large DCA range for it to work well. Well, here's the thing with rockets. Right. Every bull market is traded this way.
Tava suando, não tô
This is
suando.
why I win every tournament that they have out there. This is why I do $100 million run. You have to trade like this. You have to. You have to DCA.
Porque fechou era longa? Era, né? Mas
nobody can predict the stock.
quem tem cu tem medo, né?
It's going to go up. It's going to go down. I can't. But I know that I've got like a huge cluster of support right here. So I know that
Soldado Ryan tá quase indo de F.
I'm not going to bag hold all the way to the bottom. I've got a cluster of support.
Soldado Ryan tá quase indo de.
Kind of a dead space in the middle. A small trade. A small trade.
Não, você falar pra você, Patrícia.
Small, so
tô ferrado com você.
My drawdown is small, and a big trade because if I lose MHP, I'm
Believers, né?
So S&P, you've got a big cluster of pivots and then a cluster of pivots here. Same thing, small.
Believers, né?
Right, and in bull markets, it's gonna like flop around a little bit. You just want to be long.
Believers.
I was long small, and it rallied up, and I'm like, well, at least I made something, right? That's what the trick does. On days like yesterday, I don't win big.
Tá segurando demais aqui nesse topo aqui, viu?
Yesterday, the market rallied pretty quick. I didn't win. I think I only made like $5,000 or $6,000 yesterday even on this.
É, Patrícia. Vagabundo, né?
Reverse, right?
Vagabundo, né?
With the intent on buying more, and it just took off. And now, while I didn't make $1 million, I did make $5,000 on my initial small entry. But that way, it can hold the drawdown in case I long.
Easy rompas. Nossa!
That's how that works.
Sei não, viu? Tá complicado, viu?
Ape into red and red and red and red. I only do this when there's a cluster of pivots. See,
é o rompas.
There's no support. So clearly, my overall stop is here.
Tá com cara, não.
The plan is to have a trade inside of this entire range. So to have some kind of moderate trade. This is moderate.
Tá com cara, não. Aí pra você ver.
Right here. Bigger here and here. So I have 2. I can do like 2 and 2 more. I can do 6 total here. If it goes to there, I can close out the 4. Then I got my original 2, or my original 4 here. Here it goes to there. I can close out 2, and hold 2 as a runner. Same thing.
Seu plano era bom, era quase perfeito.
A whole lot. ARB just went negative again. Damn. What is selling today? Let's check NVIDIA real quick. It has a half cap breakdown.
Volta de grama. É eu aumentar o negócio
No,
espirra pra
there's a
baixo,
3%
velho.
move in Micron. SanDisk went up. Oh, AMAT had a earnings yesterday, didn't it? Oh, so what happened was AMAT tanked on earnings a little bit, from 560 down to about 500. So that's about 12% drop, and we're gapping down. Well, we're 4% off of yesterday's close before earnings. So.
Pra ir contra nós é fácil, né? Pra você ver. Pra ir contra é uma beleza. Olha isso, mano.
I have no idea what the hell. What is a guide? I don't see what somebody talking about something. Hold on.
Nossa!
I'm missing.
Nossa! Nossa! Tamo de volta no jogo, time. Tamo de volta no jogo, time. Cê tá doido!
So I'm really solid here. If Nvidia loses 225, that's bad.
Voltamos,
Nvidia
time.
usually keeps the market floating.
Voltamos, time.
851, we have some just rescue green candle there. Hell yeah.
Ouvi um W no chat aí? É isso que eu vi? É um W?
It's okay to be a day trader and also a
Oh, o Trading lá, o Trading tá fazendo um negócio lá, ó.
Is that a fucking Gen Z word?
Vamos, meu time.
I low-key don't know what that means, bro. So DCAing, or I call it CBM. DCAing is kind of got a misnomer. Dollar cost averaging is what you're doing. I call it cost basis management.
Vamos, believe.
Dollar cost averaging has that weird stigma, adding a loser, but it's not loser, right?
Recuperei. Tamo igualzinho.
There's a bunch of potential winners.
Você tá copy trading eu, né, velho?
This orange line right here.
Você tá copy trading eu, mano.
We close above at 90%
pra
of the
copiar
time.
é mais caro, hein?
This bull zone with confluence, which we have, we close above it.
Pra recuperar é mais, pra copiar é mais boa ali,
This is a fucking brick wall right here. This guy, this is a brick wall, bricks. So if you break through, if you break through this, it's a crash. You want to get out of the way. But it's a massive brick wall there. So I know anything inside of here, I want the bulk of my biggest part of my position to be around here. This is like, you know, it's like a wooden wall. It's like a fence. It's not bricks, but it's still strong. Strong-ish. Now, this says resistance, so this is not wood, this is now paper, but it's still kind of a thing. So, like, we're flip-flopping between support and resistance right now. Some stocks are gapping up and selling down, and this is kind of doing the same thing. I don't like that it's not moving. All the S&P says support.
Era quasi perfeito.
AMAT sell-off. Most of your stocks, Micron, Intel, have also are also trading off of the session, the morning session highs. So a lot of your tech stocks are doing this. At least today, I'd be very happy for this to interact with MHP. Trade setup number 3 on the BLD. So yeah, the idea is I would love to get a cost basis near this brick wall. That's the ideal setup. But I also miss out on, you know, Michigan numbers just popping it up through the top.
Cara de queda, curto prazo tá bravo. E agora, pai? Cima ou baixo? Agora nada, agora tem que esperar escolher um lado aí pra não acompanhar. Já tomamos taca, pra você ver, fica de um... Tá indo nem pra lá nem pra cá. Pode esperar chegar aqui e comprar. Pode esperar chegar aqui e vender.
How would that affect your current status of a guide? Like, again, like, what does this word mean? So what you're saying is I'm bricked up. There you go. What the hell is a... What the... I've never heard of the word... Like, what is guide? What the... Is that...
É quase perfeito.
Is that like Indian butter is ghee? Geek has a K. Greed has an R in it.
Agora fica quietinho.
A geek is somebody who never got in a frat or Greek life. That's what that is? Somebody who was never in a fraternity?
Olha essa vela de 5 minutos, aí você vê.
Is that an actual thing? Is that supposed to be an insult?
50 pontos de nada.
Went to college or something? Bro studied in college, what a loser.
50
look at that
pontos de
Neida.
Neida.
Keep washing my car. Sorry, bro. Got your alpha, beta, delta, gamma shirt on, fucking washing cars. Look at this geed in this car right here, bro. You're capping, bro. You're capping.
Capping, bro.
What a geed, dude. Anyways, back in 95, I was fucking god of this place. These kids don't know. I did all this crazy shit here. Y'all remember that episode on Always Sunny where Dennis goes back to the frat house that he went to? And on the sign, it was, they vandalized his picture and it said, I chug dick. Do y'all remember that episode? He's like, what? I chug dick? No, no. Idiots! Idiots! I remember. I don't know if anybody watches Always Sunny in Philadelphia. The gang reignites the rivalry. Y'all remember that one? The Flipadelphia? Flipadelphia. I need my tools! Dennis, you have rope and gloves and my tools. I gotta have my tools. And oh yeah, when Frank cuts the shower curtain. Dennis like, what are you doing? And Frank like cuts the, because Frank was snorting Ritterall.
Congratulations.
He's like, why are you cutting the guy's shower curtain? So when he takes a shower, you'll be able to see his junk.
Fresh.
That was such a funny episode.
Fresh.
Idiots! Idiots! All right, Dennis, calm down.
Idiots!
What are we doing? I'm kind of like a legend in these parts. Oh, this guy's a pledge. We're just tasing his nuts every hour. Yeah, give me some of that. Oh yeah, you want some of that? I like the way your mind thinks on this Ritterall. Cut me up a line. Let's go. Man, I was too broke to join a fraternity. I had no money. Plus, I went to a school that didn't have college, didn't really have a Greek life. I mean, there were fraternities there, but zero people joined them.
Zero.
Commuter school. You just drove to school, drove home. Kind of sound like I was a geed. Well, if it means I didn't join a fraternity, this is true. I had friends I didn't have to pay for. It was kind of nice. Plus, I was in the American Institute of Chemical Engineering. That was my little social club. We had a ping pong table. It was free. That was the best use of my college moments, was playing ping pong. Nine Inch Nails kid. There you go. Yeah, that's right. That's right. On hedge pressure, do you know put wall to know if dealers went inside? Okay. So the way hedge pressure works, hedge pressure 100% is always resistance away from it. So it always pushes away from it. It's like a resistance in both sides. So when you approach it from the top, it's going to try to like push it away. When you approach it from the bottom, it's going to try to push it away. So whenever you hit the bottom here, there's just natural pressure on its own options being hedged, or its own options landscape, and the hedging against that range in futures is pressing it this way. However, you see how this blue line right here is what some cap of stocks are also doing on their own hedge pressures. So right now the stocks are net positive gamma, so that these levels here are gamma. So the example is weekly options are positive gamma, and so are monthly options. So you're seeing that there is just some kind of really strong support pressure here.
Oh, I know she's
just slightly above zero, but it's definitely bullish still. S&P also bullish. Now we are flipping a little bit. We have Michigan numbers just came out. Let's see what it looks like. Looks like a mild response. Hopefully there's not a big red sell-off candle here. The 1-year inflation came out as a 4.3. 5-year came out at 3.3. It doesn't have the forecast on here, but 4.3 is worse than the 4.2 last time. So Michigan numbers came out as a miss. So let's go ahead and rally. Let's just move off of it. What a geed, bro. What a geed. Hey. 2 coats of wax, all right? Yeah. I got you, bro. 2 coats of wax, bro. Fucking geed. Whatever. Thank you, sir. Chapter 2 of Bootcamp Video 3. Now, are you enjoying it, Carlton? So head stretch and HP are gamma. So what they are gamma flip spots for. They are essentially the maximum gamma exposure of the options. They sell options to market makers of the underlying. Market makers of the underlying have the options as like hedged position to their exposure to the real market. And so if the dealer that sold the options, their maximum exposure is here. Above it, it's positive.
Damn.
So positive gamma just means that the hedging is to the long side. There's more longs than shorts above here. There's more shorts than longs below there. And the blue is on weekly options.
Please.
Is on monthly options. Don't talk to Brad like that. Brad was I don't think Brad was a geed. Brad's like the cool guy. Brad's like the cool. Neon and I are the nerds. We were the geeds. Brad's like the frat boy. I'm sure Brad was the frat captain. I don't know. Was it captain, president, leader, champion? Is there the leader of the fraternity have a name, a title?
Eu tava suando, mas o Rips tá passando mal.
Like, if I would have been like the token nerd of fraternity, because the fraternity is like, yo, bro, we need you to join, because our GPA is kind of low, and they're going to lose our fraternity status. We don't get our GPA up, and I'll be like, Matt to the rescue. Let's go. I'd be like the token guy, so they get their funding.
Aí não,
GPA is high enough to get more scholarship money. The frat dictator,
the
ass captain. There you go. Brad would have been the guy that, Brad would have been tasing my nuts with the stun gun to join the fraternity. Brad's like the frat boy here. Your frat was all nerds, engineering school, you're the president. Which was your fraternity? We had an engineering fraternity called Delta, or not engineering, a nerdy fraternity called Delta Upsilon. That was where all the engineers that did join a fraternity joined it. And they actually, a friend of mine was like, you should join it, dude. I was like, yeah, but I'm broke. I don't have money. Can't afford it. So I never joined. But DU would have been the fraternity. That would have been the Delta Ops. Hey, we would have been frat brothers, dude, if I would have joined. But unfortunately, fraternity is for kids with money. And I had a single mom, raising 2 boys, working 2 jobs, and I was working 3 jobs. I didn't have money to join fraternity.
Broke boy.
You not remember last year when I used to join your stream on like 4 accounts and called you a geed? No, I don't remember. But you remember, which that's kind of what the score is in life, right? You remember me, I don't remember you.
You don't remember me, I remember you.
You know what I'm saying?
Não fala pro Rips, não fala pro...
Hey, Brad Pitt, you remember that one time I saw you at McDonald's like 7 years ago, bro? Yeah. Oh, I totally remembered you, man. Yeah. Remember I took a selfie with you, man? Oh, yeah, it's all over Instagram. Yeah, I know. I remember. He remembers too. Hey, Thor! I saw you at the Avengers premiere! Hey! Remember?
Olha isso, cara, olha isso.
You gave me an autograph the one time! He's like, the red carpet interviewing, he's like, tell security, security's like, I got it. You ate this shit up last year? I don't remember, dude. Appreciate it.
Aconteceu de quê, Patricia?
and then that kid grew up to be in Scientology. Brad is Oz from American Pie. Brad is like Oz from American Pie. And I'm like the guy that fucked the pie. And Neon is like, what's his face? Shitbrick. Remember that guy? He was the one that was trying to bone Stifler's mom. Neon's very like, he's very demure. He's very like refined as a gentleman. He's Shitbrick.
Vai voltar agora? Não vai, né?
Pretty much. I'm the dorky. He's demure. I'm just the nerdy kid that's just too dorky for my own good. S&P trade is finally running. My two that I held, I'm still holding on to my 2 to MHP.
Volta, desgrama.
These was the MHP level 30.20.95 on NASDAQ, and it's 78.27. Guys, in about an hour and a half, we have the CEO of TPT coming on to our show. But today, for now, let's do some giveaways because it is time to give some stuff away. Mattis from Tri Lambda. Oh, hell yeah, dude. This entire stream is from Tri Lambda. I haven't heard a Revenge of the Nerds reference in a very long time. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right. We got ourselves some giveaways today. Blue Sky is the first one. All right, all you Tri Lambs, let's go. Type in LLL in chat. I want to watch Revenge of the Nerds today. I haven't seen that in a very long time. Where are my Tri Lambs at? Let's go. Oh, dude, this is awesome. I need this. This will be my Halloween costume for this year. How about a Tri Lamb cardigan? That's dope. Let's go. Hell yeah, let's do it. Guys, I found a picture of, so we took a group photo one time at the last Rocket Scooter meetup. I have found a picture.
Não volta por nada. Oh.
I have found a picture of the last Rocket Scooter meetup. This is all of us. We're all there. Look, here it is. Look, there's me. There's Neon. There's Simon Dean. There's Simon Fraser, otherwise known as Booger.
Vai.
Who else do we got here?
Bom.
There's Diva Deek. There's Ali. There's Charlie. No, Charlie's not the little guy. I'm just naming names that I know. Who else we got here? Ogre.
Obrigado.
Where are you, Cal? That's you in the back. This guy right here.
Tá aqui, Patrícia.
Who do we got? Do we have an Asian guy? Who do we have from our crew? Victor is Ogre. Where's Slacks? Slacks would be here. Probably like the coolest one of the group. And this guy right here. There's Slacks. The one with the sign looks like you as a kid. This guy right here. Duarte Machar. There's young Duarte right there. Where's Teach Like a DJ? Where's BJ?
E aí, é compras ou vendas?
BJ would be here. Honestly, let's be real.
Você pode vender até aqui, ó.
The coolest guy of the Lambas would have to be
Vende até aqui,
BJ,
ou
DJ,
compra até aqui, ó. Você que escolhe. Esse canal aqui não é um canal de signo não, tá?
We're kind of bouncing around here. Are we not getting any kind of breakthrough? That yellow line is very strong resistance.
Foi lá no match lá?
Let me double check the indicators are still somewhat okay. We're not picking up a lot of momentum, which is kind of got me bummed out.
Acima do preço? Ué, então longas. Então longas. Tô lá. Aí sim. Top.
You feel like I know who Poindexter would be from our... Is it? Oh, Poindexter is the from our PropScore family. Wait, who would be the Poindexter? He's the one that plays the violin. He's the redheaded guy, right? With the thick glasses. Would that be? Who would be the Poindexter? All right, this is for Blue Sky 50K launch accounts. Blue Sky, I'm trading live with them right now, which is pretty good program. I took almost $22,000 in profit from Blue Sky. A little bit over like a 3 or 4x ROI on those on that before I got to live, and it's really good. The Blue Sky accounts are an activation fee model to launch. 2 days to pass, then a buffer, then 1 day payout, just like TPT Pro, just like My Funded Futures Rapid, just like Tradeify Daily Select. All of those are the same. Lucid has a daily now, but the difference is they're the only one with the activation fee model. With a cheap eval. TPT has an activation fee model, but a more expensive eval.
Aí agora é o longas, ó.
Rather than $130. So if you're failing a lot, this is a great option. If you're passing a lot, TPT is a great option because you're going to make more money on the back end from not having to pay a lot or for getting a bigger payout. So I like to show both of them as sort of a, like, if you're a trader, like with payouts, with Blue Sky, you can get $3,000 payout every 7 days. With TBT, you can get a $10,000 payout every day per account before the split. And so the idea is, but you're paying more up front. So the cost is a whole lot up front. But if you're getting payouts, then that's good. If you're not getting payouts yet and you're still learning the game, Blue Sky is the best place to be. So it's kind of like losing trader versus winning trader. You have two different options. You're going to graduate from one and move to the other. All right, spin the wheel for 3 of those. I've enjoyed both of those. It's a good time to mention both of those things. I've enjoyed both of those plans. I went live with both of those companies. And we got the MHP as CAD active. No, there's no such thing as a catalyst being active to the upside, only to the downside.
Oh, Diego Defante.
Great question. I wouldn't reduce size. If we got the MHP, I would close out. If we broke through MHP, I would re-engage in the trade. Lauren Rifle, or Riffle. All right, Matry Lambs. Congratulations, Lauren. There she is in the back right there. Congratulations. There she is, peeking her head over the shoulder of over Neon. There's Neon right there. With the crazy hair. Well, actually, no. I guess this would be Neon, right? This is this guy's got a Indian, I guess. So there's Neon. How stereotypical the 80s. 80s was so bad at stereotypes in movies. Poindexter is Diego. Yep. This is Diego right here. Who's our Chinese guru in the chat? Which one of you is going to be 80s was so bad when it comes to movie stereotypes. You had a token everything in the 80s. So who's our Asian sensation here? The 80s are rock. Yeah, 80s were best time for like music, movies, all that. Porky's was cool. All right, say Xiao Ran. Xiao Ran. Korean guy here, only one. There he is. We found him. We found our dude.
Hey, it's time for a giveaway.
Excellent.
Oh, yes, it is. Giveaway time. You know, that's right.
You know, it's kind of funny. This guy actually does look like BJ a little bit. The guy in the back. He looks like the only cool looking one of the whole group with the aviator shades on. I think that's what makes him look not so dorky. Almost would expect pinning behavior at the hedge pressure landscape. 100%. Market Vision, you're the final winner. 3 of these Blue Sky accounts. Congratulations. Weird Science was a great 80s classic. I loved Weird Science. Oh, yeah. Hey, Market Vision. Congrats. I've just been holding on to this in case it broke. Doesn't look like it's breaking, though. All right, congratulations, guys. Oh, look at this. Falling through back into the gap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, my thing is just to hold through it just in case it moves. That's it. I just had 2 E-minis. And of course, I haven't manipulated the position at all. But this is good because I wanted to get a lower cost basis on this. Let's see if we have NVIDIA half gap break, Apple half gap break. Pinning action is correct. So with this particular liquidity map, you can see on the BSD right here, when it's above here, it is pinned between the two. Yeah. You thought that was me in the front? This is definitely, look at this, look at this. I mean, it's uncanny, the difference. Look at this. But this guy right here. You're gonna be able to tell the difference. Hey guys, giveaway's active right now. Don't forget, sign up for the giveaway. It's giveaway bonanza. Oh, BJ.
How long is how long is?
Is that Mark? That's BJ. That's BJ. Yeah. Giveaway, guys. Don't forget. Actually, he didn't actually sound like that in the movie. He just sounded like a normal guy like me. But that's my Professor Frink from Simpsons voice. I sound like Neon. What time, social guest? James Sixsmith coming on at 11:30 today, which is about an hour and 15 minutes.
Good luck to all you traders out there.
Expecting
Entrou
some
no longas
fire
ali.
after this rise this week? Nah. I'd be very surprised if we broke lows. Like I said, this I'm wanting to engage in the trade way down here, especially in Nasdaq with this cluster. It should be great.
Putz.
S&P. My goal was to have something here and then something more.
Aumenta a mão.
I'm just kind of playing it flat right now.
Putz.
The breakout did fail, which is usually unusual because MHP can break 90% of days when you have the confluence. We'll see on the same side. We have counter confluence, so it's a 1/4% chance we break, about a 3/4 chance that we don't. But 25% of days end up here. About 75% of days are pinned below here. I held for more of the breakout. It looks like that didn't pan out, but that area is cat active down there. Oh, you mean down here? Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, my bad. You meant this MHP. So, let's go back and check it out. Hold on. Oh, you're right. Okay, hold on. Give my little MHP, a little box here somewhere. Here it is. It's gonna be pretty far. So you got a while for a risk interval to kick on.
Porra é essa?
It is slightly rare for a large run-up day like this to break through its support and fade out and sell. It can, but I usually always like to take the bet that this area will hold every time. That's why, again, engage in a small position that hit a little harder on the dip, which we finally get after the Michigan numbers pushed us through. They were a slight miss on the one-year inflation expectation, so let's go there and let's double check and see what the actual Fed watch actually changed the numbers to about a 70% chance of a rate hike. Let's see really quick.
Que doideira.
Let's see if the historic or the future chart. Yeah, so now actually it's slightly higher chance that we ooh, wow, that's even crazy. Okay. So it was like 50-50 and now it's like 70-30. There's only a Now it's planning the first rate hike to be in December. Wow, that used to be almost a guarantee for So I think the idea that that's putting a little simulation on the market's bullishness that there's no probable chance of a rate hike. The inflation numbers not going higher and higher because the Michigan numbers, 0.1% is just very minor. But the CPI and PPIs have been trending down, which is good, which I think is putting some hope into a less aggressive move on the Fed. Thank you, King Win, for you won the giveaway yesterday, I think, right? Thank you. $20 donation to the stream. I want to give away 4 boot camps to the crew. Wow, thank you, appreciate that. 4 boot camps. So I'll donate $60 to the stream as well, and 4 of you will get to come to our Trader Training Education Boot Camp for free. Let's do that again really quick. Booty camp.
Booty camp.
Type in chat. Booty camp. We'll do a little boot camp giveaway. It's a 20-day masterclass we do. It's normally $20. Let me teach you something about our boot camp. It's the most substantial trading education on the planet. I'm not even lying. And I only charge $1 a class because I don't think you should charge people for education. Only failed traders sell large, expensive education. Type in booty camp. Now here, these are all the reviews of people that have left reviews on our site about the boot camp and stuff. They've taken it. These are users. This is the user and what they purchased and all the stuff they said. And you can read all these reviews.
Booty camp.
You know, people have said all kind of amazing things about their journeys, about, you know, what they've learned. And I'll guarantee you one thing, in the boot camp, you will learn something that you didn't know before. That's a guarantee. There's so much knowledge in there. And I think it's very appropriate to keep, you know, to not have like a $10,000, I don't even do trading mentorship, but like a $10,000, I see people selling education for like $6,000 online sort of thing. Ours is $1 per class. It's just $1. You're just putting a tip in the tip jar. Paying for Slacks for the whole month. You incur that subscription, gives you access to the Discord and access to all the training stuff. Every quarter we do the boot camps live, so it's a live session. But other than that, you're watching the recordings. 5-minute bear is a hickey-do forming this 5-minute candle. Is this a 5-minute double inverted hickey-do? Okay. Overnight MHP is stacked. Oh, oh, it is. Yeah, this is where I was like waiting for the bigger play here. So if we lose yellow, there's going to be a really solid flush. And also MHP res is kind of going negative on S&P. So this could get a little nasty here.
Little nasty.
But we'll take one more try at it. Double inverted hickey-do. I'm going to get very picky on this one. I want to get right in here. 3 points lower. You can see 78.15 has a huge wall of contracts here. Isn't that crazy, right? Does everybody see this? That's exactly where hedge pressure is. That's what's so neat about our calculations. You see 78.15? 78.15. About 300 contracts. A big stinking wall of contracts there. Doing boot camp now. Looking forward to getting payouts so you can donate some boot camps. Awesome, my man. I'd love to get my cat spaces right into here. I'm gonna let it do what it needs to do. All right, you know what? Instead of spinning the wheel, we're gonna chat GPT this. You don't got time to spin the wheel 4 times just yet. Chat GPT gonna come up with the answer. How do I interpret such info? Bookmap showed 1,000 laying orders and they just got pulled here for coming close. What do you mean? Joseph Applegate, market profile, Sanjay, and WNC Tony.
Dumpity
you guys are all
dumpy.
bootcamp winners. Go to the Rockseer Discord, talk to admin named Slacks, and tell him you won the bootcamp. He knows it's you. Ooh.
Dumpity dumpity.
Look at me using a limit order. Look at me adding to that bounce there. Oh, 4 more. Oh my gosh.
4 more.
Donation of 4 more. Thank you too, Ellis Farah. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. Let's keep the ball rolling. All right. Give me 4 more, baby girl. Let's go. Let's see. You got 4 more. Who else we got? Coffee Hits Hard, Delta Dante, Slow Trail Runner, and Motherload. Coffee Hits Hard, Delta Dante, Slow Trail Runner, and Motherload. 8 of y'all. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. They're also bootcamp winners. Okay. Add a little bit more here. And again, this is a liquidity pocket, so kind of melted right through that. I didn't say not be a big flush day today, but this is the yesterday's support lows. Middle of the day there. Hopefully we pop above hedge pressure to finish out the day. Hang on to there. Let's go through and scan through some of the stocks really quick. So this is that bigger range one to be long on. Let's go through and check the semis real quick. Where's semis got any support? Nah, unfortunately. Semis not a good spot today. There's not a lot of support under some of these, and Google has MHP break, which is what brought resiliences down a hot minute. Amazon. Oops.
Amazon. Viu lá, Olímpio? O Messi tá tomando taca.
Yeah, there's not the stocks themselves. There's not a lot of power coming across the market today, but liquidity pocket in the S&P is pretty good. So this little bit right here, that's what I want to see. Little bounce right here. This little pad right here at 12. So I had my 2, I got my 2 more here, and then if we lose this, I'll just start trimming it out. Booty camp is over. Go here real quick. I don't want to take a small L today. Nobody wants to take an L today. All right, one final go here. Bear zone, last one. MHP break can be violent, so just be careful here. One more. No, not one more, not one more. I'll keep it the same amount. And then we'll start stopping at 78.05. Put some stops on there. 78.03. There we go. So I built my stops all through here. The 705 is my first one, which should be about 7 points under here. Our resilience is just went negative, unfortunately. Not the best sign in the world. Looks like a flush. Kind of looks like a flush, but this is a liquidity pocket. We know how the game is played. It's very, very, very likely to bounce off of this with some good greens here. Usually after big run-ups like this, especially in the close, especially in this environment, they usually don't... There's a lot of defense of that support from yesterday, and they usually don't give the Bears all their money back the second day, but it can happen. Actually, I want to do 78.05. Let's actually make this closer to 78.03. Yeah. See there. Just push. Just turn around. Pocket bounce. Hold on.
Pocket bounce.
This is a pretty nasty little red candle here.
Pocket bounce.
It's only 9:30 too. Only 9:30 also? No way.
9:32, esse cara tá doido a cabeça.
Did I just go back in time an hour? When did it turn out to be 9? No, okay, no, it's 9:30. My bad. I'm thinking I've been here longer, but I keep forgetting I started 7:30. I was like, wait, there's no way I've been streaming for just an hour.
Doidinho.
My style of trading is probabilistic, right? It's odds. Every single time I take this trade, every single time. It wins more often than it doesn't. When it loses, it's a controlled loss, but when it wins, more often
Every single time.
It's
Bora,
great,
pai.
you know? So liquidity pocket.
Bora pra onde?
Influence. This number is greater than half is along every single time. Now MHP break, yellow line break.
Let's go.
Creating an additional sort of fear, right? I'm not super confident anymore, but I still attempt at it. You see how here it's
Vem pro Discord? Não, você quicou eu, você não deixa eu fazer aí no Discord? Eu não vou não, tomar no teu rabo.
This is the level I trade every single time. So if I get a green candle to there, and support there and break through there, then it at least to that bucket.
Esqueceu que você quicou eu, seu Zé Ruela.
Indication that flip to resistance. So this can push up to here. Now my trade can trade to there, and I can probably trim out and exit there rather than betting on breakout. And we'll see. Hopefully pocket holds. We haven't seen a good liquidity pocket in a while. Ay. It's also rare that I do like the S&P more than the NASDAQ, but I thought they would have a little bit. S&P is the one that's actually selling up the hardest. NASDAQ percent basis, not as much. S&P is down. I guess they're equal percent. Yeah, they're about the same today. Never mind. Time travel episodes aren't supposed to happen until you're 50? Not yet? Okay. I'm too young for time travel episodes. So guys, still stay tuned because we have the CEO of TPT coming in an hour to hang out with us. Get up there, boys. Tell them to get here sooner. You tell them to get here sooner. He don't listen to me. How far is my college commute? Like 30 minutes. Other than Pearland, I commuted to U of H, which was slightly south of downtown. About 30-minute commute. All right, so again, the sad part is if I hit yellow line and there's just a fucking red candle that comes off of it. So this is what I want to see for liquidity pocket. That's good. Let's just hope that we don't hit the yellow, like the yellow right here, and then splooge down, which sucks. If we break the yellow and hold, we should be good. Yellow's always a really nasty resist, and so is MHP. Whenever you have the confluence being bearish now, and R being negative. So the smart thing for me would be to trim a little bit even on this bounce. But let's just go all or nothing on the trade. Why not? But hopefully it doesn't reject out of it. So 2 or 3 minutes from now, we'll see if somehow this is a little buying spree that pushes us up. There's some rotation into chip stocks right now, which is looking somewhat decent. Again, keep your fingers crossed. For me, I don't know what y'all are doing, but Intel's been rallying up a little bit over the last couple minutes. Micron's been moving up just a little bit. Nvidia's been moving up just a little bit. And let's see this become the green candle that gets us up to there, right? Remember, this is all a day about patience, right? And again, I told y'all my plan from the start was to have small position here, bigger position here. Unfortunately, I'm not going any further than 4. This is my Blue Sky account, but in my other accounts, I do the same, hit a little harder. Same spot there. So, fingers crossed. Let's get back above MHP. Let's see some run here. It's not, the confluences are all sort of starting like mildly bearish right now. So, let's see if this pivots and gets things above the 0 spot there. Come on, S&P, save us! Save us, Daddy. S&P, Big Daddy S&P. So born and raised in Houston. Yes, sir. Are you gonna open a credit card in my name after asking these questions, Bourbon? No, I'm just kidding. I was born and raised in the Houston area, is correct. And I went to school here. I was too broke to go to an expensive school, so I went to U of H. And also got full scholarship, almost full scholarship. My double major, my second major, I didn't get a scholarship for, but engineering was mostly all paid for. U of H was cheap at the time. These days, a lot more expensive. H-Town boy here in Kingwood. Let's go, Jeff. Let's go. I kind of live in the Memorial Park area right now. You should know where that is. So I live a smidge north of Memorial Park and south of the Heights inside the Loop. Kingwood's beautiful, man. I love that area. IDOC was up in Humble last night. You know, she drove through there. How did your bedroom smell when you were younger? You're interested in the smell of young boys? That's odd. Not sure if to laugh or notify the FBI. But are you Joe Biden? Like, the hell? If you hear a knock on the door, it's probably the FBI, brother. Am I still in Houston? Yeah, I still live in Houston. Yeah. FBI, check this guy's hard drive, all right? Yeah. All right, no reject, man. I don't want to see that yellow reject. Come on, let's push through it. Get up there. When I drew that earlier, I was thinking that would be like the... I didn't want to see. I want to see some stock movement and get the stocks going. Can we get an April market? Oh, we want to know what a young boy's bedroom smells like. That was the weirdest. Yeah. Check his hard drive. FBI. Shall we get a whoosh fan going? I can partake. Shall I or shan't I whoosh fan this? It's not, now again, the whoosh, there is a whooshing sensation I can feel, although it's not as strong as we'd like it to be. But we can sort of donate one to give the blessing to the market. Plug it into the wall. Give it a little bit of whoosh power here. Problem is, there's not a lot of strong whoosh coming out of this because this negative resilience, all of that's kind of blah. But we can wish into existence. What did my bedroom smell like when I was a kid? It smelled like whoop ass and what it smelled like. So all I do is kick ass in life. Got the lucky bandana on. Let's see what happens. Don't. Red candle, no. Green candle, let's go. It smelled like stiff socks. It probably smelled like. I had a clean bedroom when I was a kid. Kind of smelled like. Well, it depends on what era of my youth. At some point, it smelled like probably sweaty gym clothes. I was a sports player. Like Brute cologne. At some point, it probably smelled like Axe body spray and Cool Water cologne in junior high. When I have a live profit count, how much a buffer do you build for taking a payout? At least double. So I have a rule of double and out. Double and half. If you have 10K, take it to 20, take 10 out. And you're back at 10. You're back to where you started. Take it to 20, take 10 out. Take it to 20, take 10 out. Smell like Domino's. Yeah, then the later era of my life, it just smelled like Domino's pizza. I was the world's best pizza delivery driver at age 18. I was manager in the mornings and I drove at night. So I'm sure my room probably smelled like pizza in college. Old Spice, Abercrombie and Fitch. There you go. Cool Water. You had Cool Water? Dude, Cool Water was that was me in junior high. Axe body spray, Old Spice deodorant, and Cool Water. That was my jam. And in college, Curve was my jam. That was what everywhere here were Curve. So if you didn't know that Curve cologne has this distinct smell to it, and I never knew what that smell was until I bought a candle that was mahogany and teak wood candle. Mahogany and teak wood. And that smelled exactly like Curve. So if you didn't know, that's what Curve is. Mahogany teak wood. And then after college, when I became an adult, and I'm just obsessed with colognes. I got a million kinds of colognes now. Adidas Sport, there you go. ARB is spiking down. Yeah, unfortunately, this is not that good for my trade. Brutes, Curve, MFF Pro Plants, and my Funded Future Pro Plants are pretty good. I mean, when I went live with my Funded Futures, that's what I traded. Or the Expert. It's a good plan. Curve was for women. Yeah, girls love the Curve, man. That's not a cologne for geeds, guys. That's a cologne for frat boys. Right now, I have like my rotation. I have Adventus Creed, which is like every adult should have that. That's an amazing cologne. I've got Parfum de Marly, Hautane. That's what a lot of my majors are like Parfum de Marly. It's good stuff. And I just bought a Brunello Cucinelli, which is really good. Hold on, let me get it real quick. I'll show you my favorite new one. Actually, I should grab a couple. I got a whole collection, boys. All right, no red, no green can. All right, go collection. This is like my go-tos, right? I don't wear Creed as much anymore, but you should always have Creed as an adult male. Women will, if you, every person can afford Creed. No, it's worth every penny. If you're trying to impress your woman, this is it. This is the cologne of champions right there. All right, here's some other ones. This new one I just bought, Ricordo by Brunello Cucinelli. It smells like, it's like a light, it's hard to describe, but it's, actually I'm spraying right now. Oh. Yeah, that's a Ventus, that's one. This one's really good too. It's like a sweet, coconutty sort of whatever smell. Perfect for summer. Le Labo Noir is great for winter time. Le Labo Noir, that's the shit right there. It's good stuff. And then these are like other ones I bought. I don't wear them as much, but I like them. Side Effect by Initio, right here. Boom. This guy. Hard to describe this one. It's a good winter time, crisp, sort of like. And then this guy, I don't wear it that much, but I like the name Mind Games. This is the one, Mind Games. This one's called the French Defense by Mind Games. It smells like black cherry. Interesting. These are like my, and then my Parfum de Marly's. I didn't grab those, but they're in there. But these are like, it's good spread. Fruit by Fabergé is the best. Oh, I've never smelled that one. We're about to pump. I hope so. Well, we got Keith's Whoosh Fan song playing. You guys, 45 minutes until the CEO of Take Profit comes on the stream. Is that third one an oud base? 1, 2. This one, the Le Labo. It doesn't smell like oud. It smells almost like wood-like. Let me see. It's like, I don't know what's in Noir. Let me see. I mean, it kind of has that oud sort of scent, but not really that strong. Maybe there's a hint of it in there. Bergamot, fig, and bay leaf with a heart of cedarwood, vetiver. Vetiver, that's what I smell in musk. Yeah, there's no oud in that. Yeah, no oud. I do like oud. That's a good one. Real men don't wear cologne. No, you don't wear cologne you don't wear cologne to impress the other men. You wear cologne for the ladies. It's for the girls. They love it. Men wear a watch for other men. Men wear cologne for other women. When you wear a watch, that's to impress other gentlemen at the table. What's the cologne? The Threes Company, Larry. Old lady, been gay. All right. The Labo Noir is so good, dude. It's so good. That's the cologne I wore on my first day with iDog. And she was wearing Le Labo Another 13. And we both had a bottle of that. Le Labo is good. Nor some good stuff. But yeah, if you're a guy and you're like, I just need to spring for a bottle of cologne, that's a universal cologne that every woman will swoon over. This is it. This is the one. This is the guy. Aventus by Creed. It's good. That, or I know, and again, women wear this more often than guys do, but the Rouge, Baccarat Rouge, is also probably like should be something you should probably have. Or the there's the Louis Vuitton one. I don't like that one that much, but it's like the 3 main colognes, Imagination or whatever. So they call that like the trio: Baccarat Rouge, Louis Vuitton Imagination, and Aventus Creed. It's the trio. According to most women, those are the 3 sexiest smelling colognes for a dude. I don't have the LV though. I didn't like it that much. It was too light. Santal 33. You know what I like about the Le Labo? They're all like single scents. Like Santal is just straight up sandalwood, which sandalwood is a really good smell. This is a Le Labo Santal. A lot of the Le Labos are just a single scent. There's one that just smells like, I think, jasmine. There's one that smells like sandalwood. Baccarat Rouge is too much. She has it. I don't wear it though. I bought a bottle, but I gave it to her. I like her wearing it more than I like me wearing it. Have I tried Aventus Absolute? No, I love the way that one smells too. That it's a little it's like a little stronger. It's slightly different formula, right, than the regular Aventus. You get more compliments from the Versace Dylan Blue than Creed. All of this Versace is really good too. I like that one. Have you ever heard of EVE Online? Different conversation. I've heard of EVE Online, but I never played it. I had a bunch of friends that played it though. That's the spaceship game, right? Dolce & Gabbana light blue is good, affordable cologne. I like light blue for let's wearing that light blue. It's really good. The female version of it. The Absolute is a little stronger than the regular Aventus. Yeah, look. Yeah, come on, man. Don't fail the pocket. Don't fail this pocket, man. All right, we got one more giveaway to do. Let's honor the giveaway gods by throwing in a My Fun and Futures brand new Rapid. My Fun and Futures came out with some new Rapids the other day. The My Fun and Futures Rapids are a new version of the old Rapids, which were a 2-day pass, 1-day payout. The new Rapids are a 4-day pass, 1-day payout, however, and same-day payout. However, the difference is they don't have trailing drawdown. Hold on, you have to type it again. I'm clearing the list. They don't have trailing drawdown. Instead, they have end-of-the-day drawdown all the way through the buffer phase and through the funded phase. So there's no trailing drawdown, which is a run-up to their original. You have MHP break and liquidity pocket break. Really a crash day today. On. There's a lot of defense right here at the 7812 level. You can see on the DOM, there's a lot. This liquidity, it's very liquid here, so we're gonna have to see what happens. But again, you see how the liquidity pocket is a very well guarded area.
But
again, it's been teasing us a little bit. We got 2 of these to give away today, and we've got 6 TPT accounts at minimum to give away when CEO of TPT comes on. Maybe he has others, we don't know. If I turn on the quarter bands for NQ, look where we are. Oh yeah, I mean, don't think of it like that. I mean, like quarter band, half band. I don't know. I think going too small on that is just kind of splitting hairs. I think the full risk interval is a very important.
Lauren Lafoy.
Quarter is just noise.
Lafoy.
Your typical 40-point noise on NASDAQ. Currently drunk at a work picnic, hoping this trade plays out. Nice. Nice. All right, guys. Don't like the way the S&P is playing out, especially right now, but ARB went positive, which is decent. We need Trump and the Iran situation.
Eu, hein? Que susto. Susto de quê? Deu uma puxada no nariz? O que foi? Ah, serve pra me ter shortado essa bosta aqui agora.
Makes me feel like it's gonna flush one more time before it turns.
Sorry, perdones.
Rapid.
Perdones, tá foda.
But yeah, if y'all ever go, I don't know if you have a Cucinelli near you, but
perdones.
I have all my shoes from there. But this right here is the cologne that I would tell you if you need a new cologne, go over there and go check this one out.
Zill from Finland.
It smells like it. It's different.
Osh.
But I can only describe it. It's like, let's see. Let me just see what inside of it.
Uma altinha aí no retângulo e depois cair até o gap. Altinha aqui, você tá falando? Aqui? Então, eu botei o dedo pra comprar aqui e não comprei. Literalmente. Botei o dedo pra comprar e não comprei. Covarde. Covarde. Mas era o que eu queria. Era o que eu tava procurando.
Kind of makes me think of like the beach. Like it's like very surfer smell to it. It's like wood and coconut. It's like island vibes. But it's not like when you think of beachy colognes, you think of like it doesn't smell like cheap like most coconutty smelling sweet things would.
Que bosta, hein? Que bosta.
Kind of my mouse here. Sleeping Fist.
Sleeping Fist lá pra você ver. Foi. Ah, o retângulo da abertura aqui?
If it reclaims any of this, I'll jump back in.
É isso que o mestre tá querendo. O mestre tá querendo. 15 minutos. Aqui, né?
Sleeping Fist.
5, 10, 15, esse, né? É, eu queria, mas não foi não. Não foi não.
In about half an hour.
Half an hour.
Got the CEO of TPT coming on to say hey, to chill with us, to jam with us, to cry over the market with us. Do you still check your email listed on your YouTube channel? I'm planning on sending business inquiries to make sure not ban an email. Yeah. Like 9 out of 10 business inquiries I just gloss over because I get so many offers to do stuff, but if it's something relevant, yeah, I'll check it out. If you're trying to ask me if I want to you know, have you clip my videos or do thumbnails or anything, and then we'll throw it away. I already have like a full team of people.
Microfone, como é que tá hoje? Tá alta o match? Tá baixo o microfone ou tá mais ou menos?
Don't take it offensively. We're not hiring. Did I check my emails? Oh shit, no, Simon, I haven't yet. I had a really crazy weekend and week. Fucking market here now. It's gonna kill me today. Come on, don't break today.
Já está te matando, papai.
I still haven't gone through it. The reason I haven't, because I want to dedicate my full time to it. This weekend I'm going through it. I usually have an email folder with all business inquiries and pitches and angel investor stuff.
É porque o microfone tá dentro da boca.
So I can intently focus and pay attention.
Tá melhorando, de vez em quando. De vez em quando, não. Melhorando de pouquinho em pouquinho. O microfone tá mais perto da boca, né?
It's Brunello Cucinelli.
Brunello Cucinelli. Vamos ver quantos que é esse perfume aí.
Brunello, Burnello Cucinelli. And it's Recordo.
É. Só esse detalhezinho aí. Só tem esse pequeno detalhe aí.
Like this song matches this cologne. It's like a spicy, woody, coconutty. Oh damn, this ain't playing out. $1,500 down today. Boo!
Eles não tem no mais acho.
HP on Nasdaq, which I waited for last night, which hopefully this is the bounce point. So in my challenge account, I'm gonna smack it pretty hard right here.
Só tem esse pequeno detalhezinho.
All right, hard right. There we go. Brunello, Burnello Cucinelli, and it's Recordo. Last attempt.
Recordo.
Yeah, I don't like the way this hourly chart is looking, by the way. This hourly chart's looking kind of suspicious.
Oh, leap lá.
Suspicious. Kind of like this low consolidation. Oh, we just flipped to the new hour, so hopefully something.
Ó, o leap chegou na hora certa. Meu Deus, $350. Ó, mete o que, Patrícia? Já sorteou faz 2 horas. Tá dormindo aí? Viu? Vocês não acompanham a live aí, ó. Aí, ó. Viu?
Baby Joe is dumping pretty hard right now. Not right now, but yeah, this morning on the MHP break, there was a huge flush on that. Hey.
Me acompanha a live do seu pai aí, ó.
Come here, you do me a favor. Come here. Close your eyes. No? What do you think?
Is there a second one I'm smelling?
No, I just asking what do you think?
Oh, I like that. Yeah, whatever you like.
Never mind. She has no response.
What? I was waiting for a second one as a comparator to the first one.
Oh. No, just see you like that one.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. See, it didn't work, guys. I thought I was going to hypnotize a woman. She just had a blank stare. Ooh, what do I got?
I made that myself.
You made me a Starbucks breakfast?
It's not a Starbucks breakfast.
No, the one I get.
Oh, it is.
The one I get from Starbucks. It's better than Starbucks breakfast. It's like the English muffin with the cheese and the turkey.
With the cheese and the turkey.
Ooh.
Is it good?
How'd you get that bacon so crispy?
Air fry. By the way, it's just air fry. Don't do it in the pan.
É, esse mestre teu aí tá.
Okay.
Tá fraco.
Alright, guys, giveaway's over.
Olha lá.
I should have started with the armpit.
I should have started.
I thought she was gonna swoon over it, but she's used to smelling that one. I wear that one all the time. Wait, Prop Firm Match is doing a giveaway bonanza? What do you mean a giveaway bonanza? They're calling it giveaway bonanza? They're copying me? They can't be calling it giveaway bonanza.
Prop Firm Match.
Are they calling it giveaway bonanza? Are you kidding? Or are they just doing a bonanza? If they call it giveaway bonanza. You need Woosh fan for this exact spot? Yeah, we kind of do.
Ó, então um lugar aí, ó.
Boot camps.
Prop Firm Match.
They're stealing our word, giveaway bonanza. Bonanza, because I wore the cowboy hat, like Bonanza the TV show.
Don't know what the actual effects are. So being able to.
There's other YouTubes with 2,000 viewers.
Easier,
yeah, so like when it comes to the prop space, we're the largest prop affiliate in the U.S. futures market. We're even bigger than those YouTubers.
Candle, I had a
through Rocket Scooter, through Prop Score.
What? This out there actually, but
and almost all cases were sometimes 2 and 3 times bigger than all of them as far as like prop
used to
stuff
be a
goes.
large
So
percentage.
we are the biggest, even though on YouTube we're like the 3rd or 4th biggest. We're big everywhere. Get copy bonanza. That's my word. Copy the bonanza. Oh, they aren't calling it a bonanza. Oh, okay. Then they're off the hook. I was like, can't take my bonanza. What else are they gonna do? A Woosh fan? Yeah. What else are they gonna do? Also hire a nighttime streamer to watch their Aston Martin? I mean, like, come on now. Don't break the liquidity pocket. Oh. Don't do me like that today, market. Oh my gosh. Pockets, MHP pocket. This is bad. This is bad.
This is bad. This is bad.
NASDAQ. Do what you need to do. Hang in there. Hang in there, DAC. We need the DAC to hang. Did I look good when I was a young boy? I love, dude. I'm telling you, like, this stream is like the show Arrested Development. Like, the inside jokes just loop back on themselves, which is the fun part. So it looks like, unfortunately, what I didn't want to happen happened. We did have an internal rejection against us, and the pocket is having a hard time holding. But knowing me, I'm going to stop out, and it's going to bump up. So I don't want to do 7802. Let's put my stops here. We'll stop out on 2 of them at 7,800 and trim down.
É o derretas.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Very rare that you get these consolidation days after a big run up that flush out and just pay back all the shorts that got squeezed the very next day. Very common for this to stay on the path, but Little Friday's selling here. In the Woosh fan. So liquidity pocket has a 90% of days will stay in a bull zone. Now, it's a bull zone. It usually matches, you know, a bull zone. So, but there's a bull zone here, so it's very possible that it ends up here. It doesn't end up on the bear side of things. So it's either going to get here or it's going to go here. It's not going to hover down here at the low. It's going to move quick. The one day I trade ES instead of NASDAQ. I know. I don't like it. That's all right. This is my first losing day in this Blue Sky account, so it's been good. I've run it up about maybe 7-8K, I think, in the first week. Something like that. Giving a little bit back. By chance, what did your garments smell like as a kid? Probably smelled like Tide. Oh, yeah. The live account, I just entered right here just now. Although MHP resilience is negative, so it's a harder hold here. This is the place I wanted to long from last night. Should be all right, but we'll see. There's no momentum right now. There's not, like, I'm watching across the board, this little watch list that I have. There's nothing really picking up any steam. Like, there's nothing is moving, where there's like a couple things moving up, a couple things moving down. Everything is just sort of sitting still. But me, I like to err to the bull side. Hang on and see what happens. By chance, how frequently as a young kid did you use the restroom? Oh, that's funny. Now how many jokes for like the rest of my streaming career are gonna be about what my room was like as a kid? Am I reviewing the streaming auditions on your own? No, we have a whole team of people looking at it. Everybody's watching all of them though. Vix also kind of dead. Yeah, Vix is, yeah. I mean, Vix is not moving up a little bit, which is good. I want to see Vix still stable. Say the gold line, please. This is a this yellow line right here is just a resistance pivot. It's very commonly used as an exit target when you achieve it. If you hit it, a lot of times I long to it and close out, which I said earlier. I said I probably should just maybe take it, but whatever, I'll hold and see if we break. Normally, yellow is a strong resistance pivot. Got like a dust particles in here. See here, it's not always a reversal, but when it reverses, it can reverse pretty hard. It's just usually resistance to movement. Then we'll see. And can we get a bounce on a MHP? All right, let me trim one of these out. Got the others on permanent stops down here. 7,800, I'll close right here. Expect a flush day today. So when I got in on my 4, I've trimmed it back down to 3, and I'm just gonna stop out towards 0. A normal behavior after a big old rally day like this, but I'm not gonna. I'm just giving back what I made yesterday. now today with everything kind of framed the way that it is, the best I can hope for is a return to this area. But we'll see. Unless something changes, unless we win the war, unless something happens. We might not get highs today. To have 3 hourly candles to the downside on NASDAQ after a big run up is fairly unusual. So let's get on here and show you guys where those impact red lines are going to be. I think I have drawn them. After stream today, guys, I think I'll do another gaming stream for y'all. If y'all want to hang out. We go to Discord and we probably play Battlefield again today. That's been the hot game we've been playing. There's the red line on NASDAQ, by the way. 30.082. And now you guys can hang out on Discord if y'all want to play. Jump on in. What is this one? What is this one? I don't even know what that is. All right. There, and there. Okay, let's get back to here. You guys can hang out with us this afternoon. We squat up, play some games. Oops. What is this?
Sorry. Sorry. Freeway? Lá vem, Guizinha. Tá freeway?
A little retrace there. Yeah, there she is.
Vai cagar então.
I don't know if this is... Yeah, this is probably it. Let me double check this. Yep, that's it. There you go. Yep, that's the impact line on the S&P. Good deal. All right. It's now or never, folks. It's here. It's here. It's now or never. The 78.05. There's a red line here. What these red lines are that longer sort of support pivot on the run up. So this little technique I did, 30,082. So that's their pivot here. 082. There it is. All right. So if that big run that we had was justified, we shouldn't be touching this. So if that big run was justified to be the new bull support for the bigger rally, like if we have like another April situation, we should have a little cushion of not achieving the retrace to that level there. So stay tuned, guys. In 10 minutes, we should have ourselves a guest on the show. Play market, please don't die today. All right, we need ourselves an inverted hickey-do. Double strong, double supported hickey-do coming up. Inverted smiley face. We got old Jimmy Six Slinger coming on. Pew pew. But although giveaway bonanza is not for another couple weeks. James Six Smith, the founder of TPT, coming on to hang out with us this morning. Even Twitter says it's legit, bro. Even Discord says it's legit. We need an inverted pushy do. Push this candle up.
When Robinhood came on the scene,
so the hourly structure is very weird. Have a little bit more of a flush than we're used to seeing. This kind of environment. This I was expecting to sort of just hover and stay flat, not really have three definite hours pulling back. Now again, European markets are closing right now in the next 9 minutes, so get them. Here we go. This is the moment of truth. And then here it is here on S&P. We said, man, there's a lot. So Intel's selling pretty hard today. Yeah, I'm almost invalidating this move here. Not used to that, but so when I stop out, I'll re-engage on the trade when we return to liquidity pocket every time. So if I lose and then we return to there, so this is the invalidation point of that larger bull move. If we return to there, I'll get back in. For now, I'm just gonna let it naturally stop out. So I ran up about, I think 8,000 the first week, and now I'm down a little bit, about like close to 2. Who would have thought that we would have been doing this today? MHP break free Island as well. But you know what? Keep the loss small. Small-ish relative. So I take a 10-point stop on the other side. So remember, I did small here, medium here, and if I lose all of it, lose the whole trade, then I just stop out. I'll reclaim on bear zone reclaim. As soon as we get up here, I'll get back in. We have the lower DD band is still pretty far away. Well, looks like market did die today. When Brett was on here that one time talking, the market would go up. Yeah. Man, we thought we would lose MHP and pocket and just pull back so fast. Man. I'm pulling the plugs here. That was wild. At some point, it's got to turn around and hold somewhere. But the problem is we don't really know. It might hit that 972 level. It's all the way down here. Cat active line, I think, would be closer to... right below that pocket. Very, very unusual. Be crazy if it turned out that I got that big flush that I wanted after all that I can trade my options on. That'd be great. was pretty brutal. Lower pocket there being achieved on Nasdaq now. The question is, what happens here? Nothing underneath S&P for a while. Lower band, I don't think will be achieved today. I think, in all honesty, this 7,800 level is that support from here, where we were yesterday. So, if anything, I'm kind of hoping it does. This is the base. If we lose this, it's a very nasty flush from here. We got 3 minutes till TPT CEO is supposed to be here. He's not in the waiting room right now, so I'm gonna double check that he has the link and everything set up. An old double doohickey flush market here. Two minutes, it's almost go time, but he's not in the room yet, so maybe he will join as a buzzer beater in a very professional sports player type fashion. Score a goal at the last possible minute. When I buy options, I'm buying NDX and SPX options if I buy them. They're taxed like futures, so they're better than the SPY and QQ. Video stable? Yeah, it looks pretty stable. All right, guys. Special guest has arrived in a buzzer beater with 1 minute to go. Can you hear me, sir? All right, you're not live yet. Can you hear me? Thumbs up if you can hear me. All right, good deal, good deal, good deal. All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Give a warm welcome to TPT coming through. Got Mr. James Sixsmith here. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. I've got the link is not showing up here again. Hold on.
Eu tô com 15, você tá bolivando muito. Você tá bolivando muito.
All right, buddy. Hey, can you hear me?
Você tá bolivando mais que eu.
All right.
Vai.
Going, man.
That's great. It's going well.
Você tá bolivando mais que eu. Vai voltar essa porra, vai. Vai se ver.
That's awesome, man. Let me turn my music down a little tiny bit. Guys, look who we have here. This is the creator
Vamos, acredita.
one of your favorite prop firms on the planet, TPT. My favorite prop experience, by the way, and I'm not just saying that because you're here, is TPT.
Mais pouquinho, vai.
Yeah.
Verdinho.
That's awesome, man. So what's new? What you been up to? You've been making your rounds a little bit. I've seen you around a couple of shows, and
Tá bom.
how you liking it?
Se você shortou 15, você tá bem. Se você shortou 15, você tá bem.
It's important that people
people hear from people that have done it before. More authenticity.
Eu positivei no dia, fechei. Se você acertou 15, você tá bem, papai. Eu vi lá, eu tô lá.
Somewhere else. You should be good on our end.
Não, mas eu não falo pra botar a palavra não, mano. O povo que só tá escrevendo só.
Let me try this real quick.
O povo só tá escrevendo por escrever mesmo, viu?
I don't hear it anymore.
You don't hear me anymore?
So maybe whatever you just did must have worked.
Yeah, hold on. Wait, stream, you hear an echo?
Time frames.
Hold on.
It's just
All right, there's something I think you probably need to mute my stream coming through on your end. Let me see really quick. Let me mute. Okay, now let me see if I can.
O QTPT lá é só pra dar um alô pro cara, chegou.
Okay. All right, try to say something now.
Test.
Yeah.
I have no echo.
Caralho, tá sofrendo aí, hein, papai?
Excellent.
Opa!
Yeah, it should be
Opa.
good.
Okay.
E aí?
So I think you asked me.
Achou que ganhar dinheiro, hein?
This is what I
Nossa.
really like to do, to be honest. I don't
Você
like,
tem que falar pro dono desse Discord que parar de copiar meus trades, viu? Porque o canal lá não é um signal trade não, tá? Cadê ele? Ele não tá aqui. Ele não tá aqui.
Ai.
A hora que voltar aqui, eu volto aí.
Ele foi almoçar.
Tá, a hora que voltar, eu volto aqui. Já volto aí.
Of what works and what doesn't. So I like having these conversations. I feel like it helps traders to hear it from me, and then so I really do enjoy this part of the business.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome, man. So how did you come up with the idea? I mean, obviously, if people don't know the history, you were a professional hockey player. What team did you play for?
I signed in the New York Islanders system out of school. I played 3 years in the minor leagues in North America. I never made it to the NHL. I mean, I played about half the time in the American Hockey League. It's like hockey's version of AAA.
Yeah.
And some in the ECHL, which is hockey's version of AA.
Mm-hmm.
I got that echo back. Let's see.
Yeah, they say it's on your audio. It might just be that it might be your speakers are reverberating back to your mic. On the chat send, it should be fine on our end.
No, let's see. It's like I'm hearing myself on your.
Oh, they
like
said
hearing
some.
myself.
Yeah.
Does anybody know how to do this?
I think on our side it's fine. On yours,
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe you
I
hear
can
it on
deal.
your
I
end.
mean, I can deal with it. It for me, it comes and goes. It's like it doesn't. It's not constant. But
Yeah.
But anyway, like I bounced around in the minors, and the reality is I just wasn't good enough. And so you come to a realization at some point as an athlete that you, I would say anybody that's made it as far as I made it in hockey is still a pretty damn good hockey player. So when I say I wasn't good enough, I mean, I wasn't good enough to play regularly at the highest level. So whether I played 10 games, 20 games, it wouldn't have mattered because I wasn't a full-time guy. So then what happens is the guys go to Europe, and that's what I did.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason that they do that is because in one of the top leagues in the world, which was like AAA, you just don't make any money. So like the European leagues start calling and be like, "Hey Matt, come over. Like we know you're making peanuts over there. Come over and play in front of 15,000 people and make 10 times the money." So people are like, "Yeah, done."
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
you know, especially because you have a shelf life as an athlete, right? Like
Right.
you can't play forever.
Yeah.
So that's really where my trading journey started. Was I got to Europe and I was like, shit, I'm not going to play in the NHL.
Bro,
what am I going to do for the rest of my life?
I have a small relatable story to that. My little brother went into the baseball farm system, and he went all the way up to he played for the Giants organization, made it to AA, was gonna get pushed to AAA, and he was making peanuts. You know, that even though you're at the 1% of 1% of 1%.
Lack of follow through followed by immediate strength to the upside. Right. Few things there. Let's scroll back a little more here.
Oi, meu bem, como é que você tá?
Fala, ciclista. Tudo bom?
Ah, entendi. Ela tá aí do seu lado, né?
Hoje tem pedal, hein?
Tá bom, então. Eu tô morrendo de saudade de você.
Ah, não. Também. Quero subir hoje. Quanto mais forte, melhor.
Ok, eu vou ficar te esperando, então.
Então tá bom.
Beijo.
Abraço. Amor, você viu onde tá o outro fone aqui? Tava aqui?
Mande notícia. O MC Boca Murcha aí, gente, ó. Oi, esse Boca Murcha. Ah, não. Ah, não. Rapaz do céu. Aí, gente, ó. Tô filmando isso daqui, gente,
tudo, ó.
Porque esse daqui é igual cometa, em 20 anos, gente. Deus tocou no coração hoje.
Seu pariu, rapaz, seu filho da puta, ó. Um diabo desse que vem desanimar, gente. Rapaz, tô desde as 6 horas da manhã aqui, rapaz, você vem me desanimar. Olha que moleque filha da puta, rapaz. Você é muito filho de uma gente, dá vontade de tacar na sua cara. Eu também não vou fazer mais desgraça.
O MC Boca Murcha aí, gente, ó. Oi, esse Boca Murcha.
Mas eu sou muito...
Quando eu saí
Vamos aqui.
Aí, e eu não sabia o que fazer. A hora que eu sentei, eu fiz assim, ó.
Vambora, porra. Porrada.
Já fui pra tá? Quero ver se vai me achar.
Então vai.
Vem de novo então, moço. Toma.
Chapei. Enganei.
Isso, treino. Toma do homem, porra.
Tá achando que eu tô de bobeira, né? Tá achando que eu tô de bobeira, né?
Vai tomando ali do homem, porra.
Me contrataram pra isso.
Fazer gol.
Tá achando que eu tô de bobeira? Chapei. Caralho, mano, chapei e enganei.
Faz outro, moço.
Ele faz tão bem, o Neymar vai encontrá-lo toda hora dentro da área ali.
E aí o Gabigol sobrou pro Neymar. Volta pro 10 do Peixe. Que bola pro Gabriel!
Mas você sabe que eu comecei a usar a leitura do chat? Qual foi o projeto que eu usei ele?
Os jogadores do Macará estão aqui na porta do vestiário do... Os jogadores do Macará estão aqui na porta do vestiário do Santos, esperando o Neymar. Tá com um pouquinho a moral. O que vocês estão fazendo aqui?
No, estamos esperando a Ney, que bueno, después de Messi es el mejor de todo.
Depois do Messi é ele?
Messi, obvio.
Obvio.
Tá esperando quem?
A Neymar.
La camiseta, la camiseta.
Hã?
La camiseta, obvio.
Vão pedir a camisa?
Obvio, foto, todo.
Enquanto tem brasileiro vagabundo da imprensa.
Funcionou certo?
Você tá aí? Como é que faz? Desgruda. Psiu. Psiu.
Day drawdowns. She's probably the best at like psychology and like mindset for sure. I'd say Rebecca also.
I was about to shout out
good
Rebecca
at, like,
too.
Rebecca also, someone just said in the chat, she trades like the metals. So like not everybody trades metals with us. So like that's Wiz. Oh, it was Wiz. I didn't even see the name. Yeah, Wiz knows. So Rebecca crushes metals. Like everyone has their own like specific thing that they bring to the table for sure. But as a collective whole, love the team that we put together. I'm really happy we have, everyone there. And you know how it is being on a show all day. It's tough.
Yeah.
Right? You got to be. I mean, you're here long as you're here the whole day. What are you here? Five?
I
how
do.
many hours?
I do 8 to 12, 4 hours, man.
4 hours. Yeah, 4 hours.
Yeah.
So most of them do like 3-ish for 4 with a break, but like 4 hours every day, it takes a lot to show up. You got to be here. You got to be energized. You got to be happy. You got to be bringing the vibes, even though you might have some shit going on in your personal life, right? Or whatever
100%.
it is. So it is the toughest job, in my opinion, to be a personality on air live, especially with trading, because you got to take losses live.
Dude, you're being judged. You're being judged in real time. Yeah, exactly, man.
Exactly. So, shout out, of course, Tradify TV team, but proper
yeah.
Match TV team as well.
Dude, absolutely. Yeah. I was talking about that earlier. Like, I remember when I first started streaming here. Before that, I was streaming a few hours a week, like nothing like what I do now. And I thought, damn, is this going to affect my trading? Is it going to make me worse? Am I going to overthink everything? And in a weird way, it's made me a better trader because it's kind of forced me to follow rules that maybe I wouldn't have followed if no one was watching. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's been great, but it's a grind for sure, man. For sure. All right, guys, I'm going to pull up this Discord right now. We're going to get ready to run these giveaways. Here we go.
Run it.
Run it. We have a pretty good method on these giveaways. I don't know how you guys do it on Tradify TV. Do you do the duck races, all that?
We do a keyword in the chat. We've done duck races. What else do we do? We have a spin wheel. We've done it all. Oh, we used to do marbles. That was fun. I don't know if they're still doing marbles. That was my favorite. Marbles.
Mike, what's marbles?
Oh no. You know what? Maybe let's see if I can pull it up.
Do we got to pull up? Should we do marbles?
Let's see if I can do. You do a couple.
Where we run all of our giveaways exclusively. I got the code ready to go. Now you're going to have 60 seconds to enter. I'm only doing one list. Nobody tell me to do another list. This is it. I think we're giving away 5 accounts if I'm correct. I'll double check, but they're all going to come from this one list. So
we have 10. I think we have 10. We have 550 and 5100. I think.
Oh,
pretty
awesome.
Sure. Wiz, confirm. I'm pretty sure.
All right, Wiz will confirm, I'm sure.
Yeah,
but here we go, guys. So this is how you're going to enter. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Here's the entry portal. You have 60 seconds. You can see the timer there. You're going to click enter here and type in the code. Code is select. Click submit, and that's it. You're in. Nothing else to do. So I'll give you guys 60 seconds. 5 and 5. Awesome. So what did we say? 5 growth and 5 select?
I think it's, did he say 550K select, 500K select?
Okay. Awesome. Even better. Cool.
Select are the most popular, but I mean, we figured select. So
yeah, no, select people love the select plan. What do people pick more, Brad? Do they pick daily or do they pick the weekly?
Flex.
option?
It's about 60-40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, you got 9 seconds left. Told you it's quick. 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm gonna copy these names.
For one of them, I'm picking 10 names from the chat, and you guys are gonna race.
Oh, hell yeah! All right,
a marbles race. Also, while you're doing these, I'm getting it set up.
Awesome. We're gonna have a crazy amount of entries. Look at all these names, guys. Damn. All right, I'm just gonna copy this onto my list. What should we do, chat? For ours, we'll do zombie race. People love the zombie race.
Damn, I don't know how.
So nobody tell me your name's not on here. You're seeing it right here. I'm copying every name. All right, there we go.
Damn, I don't know how to. Here, you know what? We'll just do something fun. I got an idea. Are you pulling all of them right now?
I got the entire list.
Okay.
So we could do, I mean, we have 10 accounts to give away. So we could do like 5 of them from this race, and then you could pick something, whatever you want.
All right. Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, let's do that, guys. So we'll do a 1-minute zombie race. Here we go. We'll just do first 5. So first, second, third, fourth, and fifth place will all win a 50K select account. We'll start with the 50Ks.
Best of luck.
Best of luck, everyone. Here we go. Yo, Brett, when I show people how to enter these, I enter my own name. I've been doing it since October of last year. I've never won a giveaway in my life.
Oh man, you know what I do? I enter, and if they win, and if I win, I give away double whatever I did.
Oh man, you're putting me on the spot. All right, you know what? Since I've never won a giveaway, I'll commit to that right now, guys. If that ever happens,
now it's gonna hit. Imagine that would be
gonna
crazy.
be right now.
That would be insane.
All right, let's see. This zombie race is crazy. There's too many names that they're not even showing anyone. Look at this.
Naquela foto que mandei no pouco, dobrou a aposta.
There's a bunch in a row.
Não é possível, Patrícia.
I think there's two.
They must have
so
died
many
like again.
names. Oh,
Wait, what the fuck?
Whoa.
What the heck?
Yo, they're going crazy right now. Oh my god.
Is this
Go ahead.
bugged? That's crazy. Usually it's like,
what just happens?
that was so funny. They literally saw
Oh
some like,
my,
wait,
there's
what?
people. All right. I'm sorry if you were there. That's how it is.
Holy
That's how it
shit.
is.
Dude, that was so funny. Wait, do you have a list? All right, here. I
Yeah.
know what I'll do. I'm gonna pick 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and have them race on mine. They'll win.
Okay, perfect. So here, I'll save these names. So like I said, guys, first 5. This is for the 550K select. So now we'll do the 500Ks. But these are the winners: Rochelle Johnson, 19720, Veer, a million numbers, Javier MRL, Mark Codes, and Michael 01132. Those are the winners of the 50K select. Okay, so what'd you say? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10?
Yeah, I got them here.
Okay,
All right,
you want me to send it? You got it?
Yeah, I got it. Hold on, I need to
Okay.
write them down because here you can pull up mine. I'm gonna
Yep.
share my screen. Here we go.
Got it.
I don't know how to change these people, so I'm gonna tell everybody who they are. I'm writing it down real quick. I don't know why I don't know how to change it. Sorry, it's supposed to pull from the stream, so like that's your stream, and that would take too long. So
Yeah, sure.
we're doing it live. All right, all right, cool. So those 5 people, just to let you guys know if you're watching. So the 5 people, Maven _Maven, you're this one. You're Gak D, whatever. Didu 125.
Ó,
you're
Patrícia
this one,
acertou,
CDI. Odala.
Bye.
Odala, you're the XEU. And V Garza, you're the WUW back here.
Okay.
And Hades I7, you're BAA.
Vai,
I'll just repeat
Patrícia.
who wins at the end. But
Sure.
that's how we're
Acertou.
doing
Ba-
it. And here's the
oh,
map. We're gonna race through.
Acertou o fundo, hein? Carai.
Assim foi.
Da, 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 da. Acertou o fundo.
J Morgan 11, you'll see me come up there. It's called initial. It's the initial balance. IB first hour.
Será que o match tá mamando ainda? O match saiu.
Would you trade the IB expansions as well? So I have this hard rule for myself to where I don't fade the extension levels. All right. I don't fade the extension levels. All right, Christians, bro, you can post it once, but if you post it 10,000 times, you're gone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Lesser payout. Look at this. Actually, it's overwhelming. The first one, remember, lower payout cap at the end of the day drawdown. Lower payout cap, guys. He's not talking about the current ones. There we go. Looks like people like the idea of an end of the day version of the account. So, guys, if he makes that, it would be a lesser payout, right? And you guys are cool with that?
And I mean, these are the things that we talk about every day and look at
neat.
mountains and mountains of data to say, you know, is this a gotcha kind of account? You know, I don't want to do that because I don't want to get away from our
right.
You're speaking out of both sides of your mouth, like, oh, you could take payouts as, you know, no cap on payouts. But just make sure you can only make $1,000 a day. It's like, okay, like that's just a gotcha. You know?
Yeah. Here's your $500. Wait, but it cost me $500. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's actually a cool idea. I actually thought about that. There's a
By fading the extension levels, I've lost money. So I can't fade them. Jess has done it. I've paid for it. Yep. Low, just given the ATR and volume behind this move, but I've seen a lot worse. It's those slow grind, small candles. You know what I mean? It's the small candles that grind so slow. Those are the worst trend days. to say about IB mid on gold right now? I mean, gold's kind of just consolidating. There's nothing really there on gold. Nothing much happening. Not overly exciting. Dow Jones is strong. Yeah, it let's see. Let's take a look. I mean, no, it's been fading today. It's been fading today. It might catch a little bit of a bid down here at IB low, but we'll see. Point of control has shifted underneath. Volume entered long. Maybe. Maybe so. We'll see. NASDAQ. Still trying to hold that 50% extension level. Leia was good. IB low broke, so I'm looking for shorts on gold. IB looking for shorts on gold. Rejection of IB high currently happening. Yeah, I like it. I don't hate it. Gold is kind of moving sideways, but I don't hate the idea. Generic 68. What's up? How you doing? What up? What up? What up? What up, though? This was an interesting day, chat. I mean, you think about it, like off the open here, we were choppy, like super, super choppy. Pretty interesting to see how price played out today. Being so choppy out of the open here, and then all of a sudden, just sellers decided to finally just take us down. Not exactly what I expected. Awesome trading using yesterday's IB range. I'm using VWAP and initial balance. Let's do a givey. We're going to do a giveaway. We will do a giveaway, chat. Yeah, it was very choppy off the open. Now we finally, I mean, it finally gave us a move, but it took it some time. Brad got that 10K week, big dog. I did. 10K week in the personal account, chat. Pretty awesome accomplishment. Pretty happy with it.
Tá aqui, Patricia?
I've had 10K months and 20K months, but this is my first ever 10K week in the personal account. Pretty happy with it.
Patricia.
Initial balance is a strategy. I built an indicator around it. I showed you the indicator on Trading View already. Printing, yes. Yeah, today's been a pretty crazy week. Honestly, also, chat, I do want to say this also. This is also a pretty cool accomplishment. I forgot to mention this earlier on stream as well as this morning on my own stream, but this month actually marks the first whole year of me trading my own live account. I've been trading a live
Acho que já foi, lá vi teu nome lá.
And I'm kind of scared to show you guys like what the return is because I have a feeling y'all are gonna be like, "Oh, that's not real." Because to be honest, chat, I wouldn't even think it's real. I feel like what I've done in a personal account over a year is an anomaly. I really do.
Oh yeah. Ok, mas tô suando, você pode esperar um pouco? Então o quê? Não, no final de semana eu vou botar a minha lá no outro quarto.
I trade both.
Como assim o quê?
I trade both prop and
Eu vou usar a sua. Aí você usa essa. Você quer uma mesa maior? Eu quero uma mesa menor. Quê? Porque não tem como a gente fazer a mesma coisa juntos, um do lado do outro. Quê? Como assim o quê? Já tem faz tempo, só tô com preguiça pra fazer. Eu já te falei, porque eu quero... Oi? O que não fez sentido? Tem vários sentidos. Você não tá reclamando aí?
I don't know if I show you guys, dude. I don't know.
Deu falar, do você falar. Eu volto pra cá. Só falar, só falar.
Yeah, disclaimer. Disclaimer. Results are not typical. Chat, I started my personal account with $25,000. Right? 25K. Here's the percent return. Chat, listen, you can judge me if you want. You can call me what you want. Just know that this is an anomaly. This is not a realistic.
Tá certo, né, Patrícia? Aham.
And this doesn't happen.
Você tá arrumando um BO pra tua vida, viu?
This doesn't happen. There you guys go. There's the percent return, chat.
Calor.
Right there.
Que calorzito.
That's not like chat. This is not real. So you see the date up here, right? August 1st, 2025 to August 14th, 2026. There's the date. Okay, in the top right corner there. That is not. I want to say this. That is not realistic for most people. Okay, not realistic. Right. That just doesn't. That's an anomaly. Okay. I have no expectation of repeating that over this next year. I've had a big drawdown. Yeah, 100%. I've had huge drawdown. I'm not perfect. I've gone through periods of drawdown before. If I was a perfect trader, which I'm not, I mean, I've drawn down quite large.
É, né? Então você vai ver, então.
But
Mas de boa.
during that season of losing,
De buenas.
I was able to have a season of winning.
Você vai ver que você arrumou pra tua vida agora.
Those stats that you guys saw there is personal account. What's to be expected? Like what kind of return can you expect? I mean, it varies from trader to trader. I wouldn't expect 100% return, like at all, ever.
Tá segurando longas, Patrícia?
Right? They target like 30%. Now, granted, they could do more. Right? They may do 50 or 60, but targeted return a year, it's like 30%, 40%. I will say that like most, starting with a smaller account, granted with futures 25K is somewhat small. It's not huge. It is easy in futures to flip an account 100%. No, actually, hold on. Let me phrase that. It's not easy. Trading's not easy. It's very hard. But if you trade well, it doesn't take much to flip an account 100% in futures. It just doesn't. Larger accounts, much harder, right? It takes a lot more time to do that. But I just want to just say that returns. You shouldn't have that expectation. Right? Shouldn't have that expectation. Chat, with that said, I am going to roll off. My homie Amos is going to come on a bit early with you guys and hang out with you. We're going to go to a quick little break, and Amos is going to come up with you guys next year to take over. I'm rolling off a little bit early today. With that said, continue to trade. Be careful out there. Right? Be careful. ATR is dropping. We're at 29 ATR. Volume's drying up. Be careful. Lock it up. Chat, love you guys. Stay beautiful. We're going to go to commercial break, and I'm also be up next. I'll see you guys later on, baby. Cheers.
Welcome to Tradify.
First of all, going long.
Da, da, da.
That with a 15 lot ES, you're not moving this book.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's thick. This is what we call a thick market. You're not going to move it. Now, if you switch over to the NASDAQ, okay, so that's what we call a thin product. And this is what 95% of the traders trade at TPT.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So let me ask a trader or a group of traders, would you rather have, can you take a screenshot of this actually so we don't have to watch it flutter? Because I want to make a point.
Yeah. Okay, let me hold on.
And then we can make that big and just bring that up.
All right. Let's move this over here. All right.
Okay, if you can make it big so that I can see it.
Oh, yeah. All right, drag this a little bigger here. All right.
Okay, so imagine right now for a second you wanted to go long with a market order in NASDAQ with 15 contracts on Trade of 8.
Yeah.
What would happen in the live market is you would start walking the book, right? Because you can't get 15 on when there's only 3 at the price at the offer above, and then there's 4, and then there's 6, and then there's 6. So what's going to happen is when you hit the order book with a stop order or a market order, it's not going to give you the price of the market. It's going to give you an average of those prices as you start walking up. Now, would you rather have better rules and more realistic fills, or worse rules and better fills?
Oh, good question. Good question. So, would you like to have better rules and worse fills, or better fills and worse rules? Like the example being that you're going to trade 15 contracts on the NASDAQ. If they're simulating the order book, for instance, on the sim funded side, you will get simulated fills. Like TPT, this was the issue early. I remember the issue I had earlier in the year, but that's everybody's issue, was that the simulated partial fills. Remember that one instance that was triggering the bot thing? Yeah, and that's because, and we explained it here, and everybody in our chat understands it, that it's not just paper trading. It's actually a simulated real market where you are getting partial fills even in the sim environment. So,
well, here's the thing though. In the sim environment, you're getting all 15 contracts off where there's only 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so what happens is when you get to the live market, if you're relying on that, you're going to get your ass handed to you.
Yep. Yeah, you can't market order. I tell you guys, you can't go in there, and if you YOLO 15 contracts in a sim environment, you're going to get filled at the ask. But if you YOLO 15 contracts in a real live environment, you guys will understand you're going to eat up the book, and you're going to get filled, realistic fills, as you'll clear out these order tiers. And not only is it realistic that you're going to get the orders that are shown here, but a lot of times dealers are going to front run and stuff the bid or stuff the ask to get in and fill you wherever they want. Like they'll drop their order and put it there, and you actually get filled even slightly higher than the book would suggest.
And so in this case, you're starting the trade halfway to your drawdown in live, and that's why people struggle in live, right? Is that when they're getting out of big positions, and we see it more with bigger positions. But I was just always curious to ask an audience of like, hey, there's such thing as a realistic fill in live, a real fill. But in sim, we could make them more realistic and give you better rules, but it's going to be harder.
Yep, that's definitely true. And I think everybody here understands this community is different than most other communities. We started off streaming. I've been streaming for 10 years, and I never got into props until 2 years ago. And I only got into props because it was popular and all these guys traded props. And so, kind of like to keep up with the Joneses and keep our streams sort of front and center, I moved into the world. This community started off on the basis of we were all kind of live traders. We were like this, like the snobby, we're too good for prop sort of vibe. We were like, we're only live traders, we only trade our own money sort of thing. So most of this community started off as people that do trade live. So the folks here understand that kind of question because a lot of these folks are from there. And now that I embrace props fully because I love what it actually does, it allows traders to learn the game and learn the environment in a much more risk-averse situation. You get real emotions, real reward, real risk at a fraction of the cost of losing. When I started trading, I'm losing hundreds of thousands of dollars to turn myself profitable over years and years of time. Eventually, traders don't have to go through that in this day and age. It's a fraction of the cost of education, which is what we love about props here. So this community, a lot different than most others, a lot of very successful traders around here, and we get this. Live is a big focus of our stream, and I think that this answer that everybody here understands that they would love to have the better fills because they love the realistic rules. Everybody's saying the realistic rules is the way to go because everybody here has that goal of going live and transitioning into live, and they watch me trade a live account, and they really understand that that's what real trading is like. You can't develop habits in sim environment and then take it to live and then be forced to trade different on the spot. It's such a huge adaptation that you will fail. Yeah.
Agreed. And I mean, that's real. That was a real question looking for real feedback because, if there was no fuckery in sim, then the rules could be better. But the reality is that if you hit the book with 15 times 5 accounts, that's 75 lots, you'd be walking that book in the NASDAQ pretty far.
Yeah, you pop it like 10 points. Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? And then it also happened on the other side. Like, we had a guy the other day during Amazon and Apple news. I think it was the 30th of July. he put on an OCO bracket order right after close for 15 contract times 5 accounts, and with all the slippage because there's nothing in the order book.
Yeah.
It turned into a it turned into a 6-figure loss when 5x of what he's allowed to lose because he can't get out.
Yeah. Yeah, just because the spread is so big, he's stuck in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that is true. I mean, people think about that because guys, from the prop firm's perspective, they're taking what he's basically saying is they take an enormous amount of risk because you get to get these massive fills in a paper environment and something that's unrealistic. And it's risk to the prop firm because you're basically getting that advantage that the real market doesn't allow you to have. So,
well, not just that, Matt, because like I can account for that. What I can't account for is how is that guy going to do in live? So because some people can trade big and be using limit orders or this and actually translate. What I want is translation from sim to live. And you want it to be just like how you started the business, which is you wanted to help traders get to live, and this matches your. I love it. And I want your expectancy. If I look at your scorecard, and I say this on all the time on these calls, if I look at your scorecard, I want to see the same expectancy or a similar expectancy in your pro and your pro plus accounts.
Yeah.
Like if your expectancy is great in pro and dog shit in live, then like, I don't want to fund you.
Yeah. This is very true. That makes a whole lot of sense. I agree. We got some comments in chat. People saying James is a real one. Somebody says, I like this prop firm owner. No bullshit. This is my type of guy. Very knowledgeable of the product and market. Doesn't try to BS people. And honestly, I mean, that's so respected around here. We're like the no nonsense community, man. And people here, you can talk at them like they're adults. You don't have to talk to them like they're kids. You don't have to come in here and watch your mouth and be kind to people. These people, you can rough them up with the truth and they love it. That's good.
Yeah.
Good deal.
That's a good trait.
They're prepared for what we have a saying here that you'll love. I'll tell you, sorry to interrupt you. We have a saying here is we tell people that come here, this is Wall Street, not Sesame Street. And we tell people to take their feelings and leave them at the door. You got to get tough around here. So question. I have a good question for you, brother, before we get to some giveaways here. Somebody asked, why doesn't TPT, it's another idea, why doesn't TPT allow us to shift the balance from one Pro Plus account to the other in case they want to rescue one of their funded accounts? And on piggyback off of that, I have a question. Instead of 5 small accounts, would there ever be an option to just get one combined larger account? Because certain trading strategies do fare well if you're allowing yourself a little bit more room to play psychologically, because if you bust one $4,500 account, you're kind of jaded for the day, as opposed to taking $4,500 drawdown in a $22,000 account. You're trading differently emotionally with that. Would there be a way for you to take the balances and just combine them into one account? So 2 questions.
The second question, to answer it, is I really like that. I've actually been pushing for that. Logistically, it takes time because we don't own if it were on the sim side and we could fix the accounts ourselves, the problem with that is that we have to rely on the brokerage because they have different regulation rules.
True.
And so then we got to go to them and be like, okay, these accounts, let's combine them, or let's take some money from this one and put it into that one. And what that ends up doing, we could do it, but then we got to rely on NinjaTrader. Then that can take forever. Then the trader's pissed. It's like, well, if I knew it was going to take this long, I wouldn't ask you to do it. Right? It makes the process the opposite of streamlined, right? So that's the problem with it, but it's a great ask, and it's something that's actually on our roadmap.
Cool, dude. That's really cool. So the other thing about shifting the balance, is that something that maybe might be on the roadmap as well?
That's actually we talked about something similar, but not exactly the same. I just wrote that down because that's a really good question. It's like, hey, if I have 3 accounts, can I move money from one into the other? Again, the only reason that might not be available now is to change account balances at an actual brokerage account. We have to go to confirmed to say, hey, you know this account number TPT123 that's in live. Move. They have to do it. We can't do it ourselves.
That's right. That's right.
Can you move 5K over to this account?
Yeah.
You know, and they're like, yeah, we'll on in about 3 days.
This is true. Yeah, it is a logistical nightmare, chat, because as he's saying, that to move money into the account, first of all, moving into a brokerage account to begin with is a huge ordeal with like money laundering laws. They got to know where it's coming from, who's going. They can't just take it from here and put it to here. They got to send it to send it out of the brokerage account and then send it back in the brokerage account. You can do intra-account transfers inside of the same firm with the right with the firms with the right setup. I think NinjaTrader allows that. But it's not just like you can just click a button and then he can make it happen. They got to go through the broker to answer your question. But, you know.
Like it could go into a queue and like we can make a workflow and a process about it. And we have the people, we got some smart people, and there may be a way to do it automatically in the future. But right now there's a manual process, and unfortunately it's got to go through the brokerage. They don't have any way to do that automatically.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah, give me 1 second here. All right. Somebody says they have a Pro Plus Live. How can they increase the capital size, or is it always going to be a fixed capital size?
That's another thing that we're experimenting with some data is, you know, bigger account sizes, but there's no way, again, a conflict with regulation of like people adding. I'm not allowed. If you're talking about adding capital to your TPT account, that's prohibited. I don't know if like you got another account or you did well in a pro account, I could add that balance. That kind of goes back to the last question, Matt. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But we're constantly working with them and also working with new solutions to, again, make these button clicks do exactly what traders want, even on the live side.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Excellent. Okay, guys, we're going to do a quickie little giveaway here. We have 6 of these pro accounts. You've been hearing all about it. I'll show you a little bit about what they are. Like I said, and I'm not just buttering them up. This was my favorite experience in props for 2 reasons. Number one, I had a lot of payouts, which was really good. But I performed fairly well in the system, but I went live, and I just loved the live program. Most of the live programs I went to, so not only is it, I think, one of the best sim-funded programs out there, the live program itself is probably the best live program, at least catering to traders, for the reason I said earlier that, you know, you can reset your funded account and reset your live account. Now on prop scores, everybody type TPT in chat. We're going to give away 6 of these pro accounts. I believe they're going to be 50K pros. They're 40% off with code SCORE with no activation fee. It's right up here. If you guys check them out. So basically what it is you trade the eval for 2 days. There's no DLL, just a 50% consistency. It's 5 days to pass, but you can trade it in as quick as 2. And TPT is lovely enough to let you flip the other 3 days. So you can just pass it in 2, then the other 3. It's great. So 2 days to pass. So after your 5th day, you go live. And as soon as you go live, you go funded. Funded has no consistency, no DLL. 1 day, you can take a payout on your very first day. If you make 10K, a maximum per account, 80% split. That is a $40,000 max payout on the first day, which is phenomenal. So some of you guys are saying, you know, why is it expensive to reset your funded? I wouldn't say it's expensive at all. Remember, expensive or cheap is a function of you and how money is valued to you. You think of prop firms as ROI. To make 10K payout, it makes sense that it's $1,500 to reset an account for a 10K payout. If it's a 6x ROI. If you wanted a cheaper reset fee, like you said earlier, it would have to be a lesser payout, right? That's how that works. I love the fact that I can reset my funded at $1,500 to make 10K the next day. And I get 3 chances to do that per account. I think that's phenomenal. It's phenomenal because you're going to have a bad day. And the sucky thing is like you can trade well, and get swept on a bad day. And you got to start all the way over on the calendar with 5 more days to trade. Kind of sucks. But if you're like, do I want to risk it? Let me reset and go. And I'm going to tell you guys, chat, I'm not just saying this. I reset every failure of a funded account because for me, time is money instead of money is money. Like I make money as a trader in 1,000 different places when I trade, but I don't want to lose time. So I'm willing to put up the money because I hopefully will make it in the back end. And I think total with TPT, I traded for about 2 months total before I went to live with them. So it was a great journey in the sim funded experience. I'm currently live right now. I'm currently trading my live account right now. So these guys are really good. It's been my favorite experience. Like I said, the pay your way out of the fuck up days is great. I love that. And actually everybody in the industry is copying that right now. So we're going to give away 6 of these bad boys. I'm going to spin the wheel one time and we'll let ChatGPT pick the other 5. So drawing some winners now. And the first one is going to be... And don't forget, when you pass the eval, you check out with that credit that it gives you at the checkout. Just click the use credit button and your activation fee is waived. Like I said, 9.8 on prop score makes it one of the best prop accounts on the planet. Drop perk, type something in chat, claim your prize. Somebody said a question, they see it but won't answer. No, what is your question again? Type it again. I don't see the question. People are spamming chat, so Sailor or whatever, type your question in again. So, drop perk, type something in chat. So James, question. Somebody said, what are some of the criteria? So just chat before you answer the question. So prop firms have their own risk model, right, to judge people on criteria to live. And so they don't have to tell you the answer, but if he wants to tell you anything about it, he can. What is the secret criteria that pushes somebody to live? As much as you can say about it.
Yeah, there's. I was just talking about this the other day. Somebody asked me this on a show. There's 130 vectors that we use to determine how people get pushed, and things like some obvious things and some not so obvious things. Like when you lose a trade, how quickly do you get back in?
Mm-hmm.
When you win a trade, how quickly do you get back in? Do those things change when you're making money versus losing money? Like P&L, it comes in. It's one of the vectors, but it's not. Everybody thinks that's the be all end all. It's not. It's because P&L is a byproduct of something you're doing, right? And sometimes a very high P&L, I won't put in live. The model won't put it live. And the reason is the model knows after watching 6.5 billion sides traded that this is not likely to win moving forward based on these 130 vectors, which is, size relative to your max size. How long do you hold? How long do you hold? How much heat do you take? How much, what's your MFE, MAE? What's your, what day of the week do you do better on? Like do you always suck on Wednesdays, but now you're doing better on Wednesdays? Now we can take that out of the equation, right? So like, I don't know, there's just so many things to talk about. And I think everybody thinks it's just based on, hey, what's my P&L? I'm not saying that doesn't have anything to do with it, but it's not what everybody thinks it is.
Yeah. It's like, honestly, people, and there's all, because it's like the big, I guess like what's in the magic cauldron of what it is, and everybody has their theories as to why things happen. But chat, you guys understand here, but when it goes to live, they're fronting money to invest in you. And I like to think of myself, if I started a prop firm, not a prop firm, if I was just funding a trader to begin with, if I was just investing in somebody opening a business, I would ask a million questions to invest my money in somebody, even to open a coffee shop. What's your experience in coffee? What's your vision? What's your business plan? You're going to have to understand that people are going to have to be gauged on what they think they want to invest in. So as far as it goes, the criteria for live is always going to be different. And from your point of view, traders, you want to perform the best you can without just think of it like this. You don't want to look stupid when you trade. Take massive drawdowns and luck your way into a win. They're too smart to think that that means good trading. If you MAE, hold 80% loss and you squeeze ahead and make $1,000 on the day, no, like the risk models that they have are designed to find good traders, which lets you know they're really looking out for what good traders actually are. He gave you all the stats and stuff they look for. So what you're trying to do is show excellence in your knowledge of trading and being able to behave with risk management, position management, trading within reason. And there's no way you're going to fool a prop firm risk model and thinking you're an awesome trader when you're an awful trader and you lucked into it. They'll know better. So
I would say the fastest way too is just having success with manageable size.
Yep.
So we have traders that go to live after making like a couple $100 because it's like they're very consistent. They don't take a lot of heat. They don't take a lot of risk. I don't need to see much more than that.
Yeah, I love that. Success with manageable size traders. You see what I'm saying? Manageable, and as he mentioned earlier, the way he trades, remember, sizing down and things like this. We teach this philosophy too. Is that when you're sizing down, you have a whole much better experience, not only trading, but you have a better experience emotionally. And if you size down and you have manageable size when you're trading, you have a higher chance than somebody that's just trying to bet big and sweep it all in one trade. Because your mental game is, your composure is there. Okay, a couple more questions. Giveaway winners. On the screen really quick. Kirk Trade, CMT, Madison Spencer, King Trader, Claw 97, Thunder Donkey, and Lady Liquidity. The 6 of you need to go to the Prop Score Discord to the Claim Your Win channel. Claim your prize there. You guys are all proud owners of a brand new TPT 50K Pro account, or TPT Eval account. So check that out. Let us know. Go to Prop Score, leave a review after you use it. Let us know how you think about it. Somebody asked, keep asking a question. I don't know. They spammed it a bunch. They said something about, does the company use its own cash flow to trade with?
No, not at this point.
Yeah.
It's a very good question. It's something that's as the industry lives in like this gray regulation, we've steered clear of that. Just because we don't want to in any way like we're trading against customer orders or something like that until it's signed off by the CFTC. Because naturally, if we were trying to neutralize some of our risk, naturally you'd be trading against somebody in your book. If you're trying to, because the thing is, a prop firm is, you don't want it feast or famine. You don't want everybody to be going the same direction. Right? Because that means you're going to lose a shitload of money or make a shitload of money. And you're not in the game. We're in the game of managing risk. So in those cases, like let's just say everybody was going in one direction and there were 200 lots long in NASDAQ at the open. That's a lot of exposure for a prop firm if they're wrong. If those 200 traders are wrong, or those 200 lots are wrong. So that but if we neutralized any of that risk, we would naturally be trading against some of that flow. And that's where it's like you could say ethically, morally, legally, like that there's a lot of questions there of trading against customer orders. So we don't do it.
That's good. That's really good. Yeah. Honestly, that's really good. Thank you for the honest answer on that. Couple more things. Somebody said, can you please fix your authenticator? Just a note, it makes you hit the number button between each digit on iOS. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, it does that to me sometimes, and then when I erase the whole thing and I push the second value, then it does it. But that's one thing that's changing very soon, is you'll be able to SMS authenticate. So
cool. Very cool.
I hate authenticator apps. I think I wanted to get away from that.
Yeah. So somebody said, did they fix the issue of flagging traders as bots when they were manually scalping recently? How recently, by the way, Stockitch received an email being flagged for canceling just 1 micro within 1 second.
That's something that this is a hill that I'll die on with traders, and I'll tell you why. The CME doesn't give a damn about your size. So those are CME rules, and the detection of any live, if you're in live and you get something from our trade surveillance team, it is from a third-party platform that massive companies like even Coinbase use to keep regulators at bay. When I say that, it's saying, here's your rule book, here are the alerts that we get. If this alert comes from Matt, I send a message to Matt saying, stop doing that.
Yeah.
If he does it again, he's out. There's nothing I can do about that. So all that this is the most common thing I hear from people, and I will die on this hill, is I only traded 3 micros, laughing my ass off. Like no, dude, it's a spoofing order, and CME is flagging it because 80% of your orders are being canceled. They're considering that under their rules spoofing. If you have a ton of orders that keep getting canceled, they're going to say this guy's doing something nefarious. They don't care if it's one contract or 1,000 contracts. They're saying if you don't do something, TPT, we're going to do something to you, and you're not going to be able to see the live. You're not going to be able to access our market data or our live markets.
Yeah, they're very strict. Yeah, like, people don't understand. I think it's funny because, like, coming in the world as a real trader, I got immediately hit with like, here, this is a regulated thing. You got to follow these rules or else. And the CME group sues people for spoofing markets and trying to cheat. But then the sim funded era introduced a bunch of like 16 and 18-year-old kids to the market that come in a little entitled, and they forget that this is regulated by very strong, powerful organizations that also are regulated by law from the government. So they're like, oh man, why can't I do this? And you're like, what do you mean, why can't you do this? It's the law. It's like the rule.
I've been in the CME's office in Chicago. You know how fun that is? You want to
God,
stab your eyeballs with ice picks. Like, that's not fun to be there talking to them about what your traders are doing.
Yeah.
Right? That's not fun. And I would welcome anybody to come with me that thinks that that's fun to go talk to regulators about your traders' behavior.
Yep. Trust me when we say, chat, that the way that the prop firms are usually set up is by requirement of law. Even you spoofing orders or washing your orders, longing here and shorting here and taking no risk, they model their companies after what's really allowed in the market. So a lot of times you're like, man, this prop sucks, and you're like, don't you like, man, this is the law of the land. You can't change the law of the land.
Well, and Matt, you made a good point there, and I'm gonna have to jump here in a second, but you made a really good point there, is that some people say, well, this is stupid because this is simulation, CME doesn't care. However, if you're sick you're gonna get
but I went
of something. We were trying to neutralize
to behave with risk management. They see after TBT eval account, so check that out. Let us know. Go to Prop Squirrely Review after TBT eval. We need Claw 97. Cool to see you, man. Hope to see more of you.
Yeah, I love it, man.
Thank you guys for all y'all do here, man. I'm a big fan of the company, and I can't wait to see what y'all come out with next week. So, everybody say bye. Later, James.
See you guys
brother.
later.
Take it easy, sir.
Appreciate talking to you guys. Bye.
All right, man. See ya. All right, kids. I love y'all. That's pretty cool. I'm so glad he's here. I took a little bit extra time, but Neon is here. Let me make sure old Neon himself is ready to go. Where's that scoundrel at? Hold on, we'll ask him. Yeah, good guy. Anyways, I'm still chilling. I did stop out of 2 of those 4 contracts. My stop loss is still there. It looked like it was trying to recover, but today is not the day that we're getting kind of big sort of bounce. Maybe end of the day, I hope, but yeah, looking a little weird here. Anyways. Talk stream team with Neon. Yeah, at some point. Yeah. I need to figure out how to get this sound thing to work. I hate every time someone comes on me with these sound issues out the door. So anyways, Neon, where you at? Let's see if he's here. Okay, he's ready to go. All right, boys. We see y'all. He'll be here in about 2 minutes. Ready to go. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to do something here.
Do get another
like break, I could definitely try another short. Yeah, it was Spud, bro. Yeah, you have to say Spud on that one though. I'm telling you, when I was in Miami, I told him, I was like, yo, I'm shocked with your level. Like, you are so good. And he actually took it as a disrespect at that moment. I don't think I said that with the right tone though. I think I came up like, yo, bro, I thought you were shit, but you're so good. But this is not what I meant. I was like, yo, I thought you were good, bro. You're a monster. That's really where I came from. And yeah, I'd say like that cup. No matter what kind of trader you are, if you finish number 4 in a World Cup, like I still consider that being somewhat of a proper World Cup. You are one hell of a trader, that's for sure. What time is it over there in Canada? It is 12:48 p.m. Yeah. Moss, you're fading me. Where you're going longs, stereo. I don't know about the longs. I don't know. Pro tip: trade gas stations, bro. That's the best. Yo, you are tapped in with the memes, bro. Yo, that guy said, he said, what do you do for a living? Day trade, night trade, all that. Day trade, night trade, all that. Yeah, that shit was crazy. And then he was like, what's your broker? I'm not giving you that much game. I'm not giving you that much game, bro. I'm trading gas stations. I don't know. I think it was like from 2 different clips, right, bro? There was like 2 clips this week from people asking questions on the street to day traders or people that claim to be day traders, and it was funniest thing ever. Day trade, night trade. It puts you on game. For me, there's a pretty big likelihood of us going down and seeing the next 15 closing bearish and distributing to the downside. That's how I see it. It could move around pretty weird in a weird way during the macro, but let's see that. I'm asking you review the weekly candle to see possible closing price. Yeah. So if we take a look at this weekly candle, so perfect analysis from Monday to Friday, literally, which we said that Friday was going to be a probable down close candle to form the top wick of that weekly candle, which is exactly what's happening. So if I take my fib from the low to the high here, we are already back almost at 30%, which is usually where you would want to see that closure, like that pullback being formed, around like 25-30% retracement to form that top wick. So at this point, I would say, do I still see price going down very aggressively from there? I think we could chop for the rest of the day from 143 to 28, inside this 100-point range. We are already seeing some good signs of choppiness, which is that inside bar candle from 12 to 1 p.m. So yeah, definitely some scalps to be taken for sure. but not more than just quick scalps in and out. Nothing on a bigger picture that I would see, oh, we have good chances of going 100 points lower. I don't think so. I think we could resweep 28 100%, but are we gonna dig below that? No. I would say we are pretty overextended on that daily candle, and especially with this structure that we're tapping back into, could definitely see some buyers stepping in from that. It would surprise me if we keep moving like a lot on a Friday afternoon. Yeah, that was too much sauce. A gas station, trading gas stations. Do you think today's daily candle will continue to go down? It will not leave a daily gap for the next week. That would be like, I can't really say where I think price is gonna close, because that's like against my, like, I don't view the market that way. Like, what I can view price doing is, if we close right now, okay, on this hourly bar, we have an unfilled gap above us, but this candle is far away from its upwick. Depending on the move here, okay, depending on what's going to happen from the 1 to 2 p.m. 1 hour candle, if it closes bullish or bearish, then I'll be either sure that this is the low of day or not. Okay, so let's say currently we have a gap above us. If we open on the new hourly, we sweep that low and we push right back up and we're hanging out here, it will surprise me that within the power hour, in 1 hour, we would go from this gap and see this current daily low being taken out immediately from 1 hourly gap. It would be surprising. Because how do I view it? I view price as being in a stage of accumulation to then distribution. And then right here, since we distributed so much from the New York session, then I would expect us to chop quite some time here before actually seeing another move. So I would say, what do I think is going to happen? I think price is going to chop for the rest of the day. That's what I think will happen. Or hang around in a range. Yep. What kind of music do you listen to while trading? Yeah, what kind of music do you guys listen to? That's a good question, Meraki. I don't even listen to music at all when I trade, because I'm always streaming. But if I had to listen to music, it would be like melody. It would not be like aggressive rap or anything aggressive. No, I would listen to some Drake. It's not me and you. It's not me, it's you. Gotta do. Say you moving on. Well, I guess that's just emotion. I guess that's just emotion.